But you've been offered $1 billion for your YouTube channel.
With all the companies, yeah.
What was different about the Squid Game video? What did you tap into?
I at most spent like $2 million on a video up to that point. That one we spent 4.2 million. That sky up there is not real.
Starting at the end of the blue is all CGI?
Yeah, all CGI.
And I swear to God, I thought this guy should be president. That's something you thought about.
It is appealing, yeah, when I'm like 40 or 50.
Really?
If I was a billionaire and I just gave away all my money, and I was like, I can't be bought, I just gave away every penny. I was literally $0 in my bank account. Vote for me. I feel like that's a pretty good campaign thing. And then I just do what's best for people.
I like it.
Yeah.
If you're an HR leader, everyone depends on you.
I quit. I'm back. I can come here.
I'm done. We're not hiring my intern. Well, the results of our employee survey are in. Everybody loves the perfect dashes, but 87% of them are going to quit. That's why HR leaders depend on Paycor to help them recruit, retain, and develop talented people. Visit paycor.com/leaders.
Great ideas can come from anywhere.
I am really trying to go out of my comfort zone.
But with Michaels, you're always ready to go from spark to spectacular. Made with Michaels. Made by you. Halloween deal days are here. Save on decor, floral, and more.
We're checking out. Bro, you got 2.3. Look at you.
This guy's crazy, bro. Good job. I came up to go work.
You know what? I don't think your parents loved you when you were younger. Thank you, classmates, Mom. Okay, you know.
No one's an elf.
It is probably an elf.
He's an elf.
If we gave you a bow and arrow, you'd be nice with it.
What does that even mean?
Should we fake your death? He's trying to tear this whole thing
apart.
apart. Like, I had one for you, if I can pitch you. Okay, I played Michael J. Fox in Jenga.
Like, is there any stakes?
The shakes or
Stakes.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Flagrant. And today we are joined by Mr. B6000.
Yay!
Mr. B6000.
Oh, my old name. It's funny.
In the building.
It's funny because I don't have that name anymore.
Wait, why don't you have it? Did you abort it or something?
Oh my God. This is a family
all right,
friendly
let's start it off on a great one. Yes, welcome to Flagrant. I'm here because I had nothing better to do.
That's the best reason to be here.
And
we're happy about that.
we're just hoping that by the end of this episode, I make the same amount of money as I did coming into the episode.
Oh,
that's
That's
the
not even
objective.
worse.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally. So I'll just take the same. You know, we just don't lose a brand.
I
We're
mean,
good.
you actually operate at a loss though, based on your Rogan, so we can do that.
Oh
We can do that, no problem.
Well,
We
yeah,
can
but
keep
that's
you
why
losing.
if it dips, it's a bigger loss.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
You have the most brilliant way of saying that you make lots of money.
I agree. But how? Wait, how do I do it?
He's like,
Go on. Yes. No, you say I make all this money, and then you're like, but I spend it all.
Yeah,
But you still get to say that you make it.
yeah, yeah.
So no
Agreed.
one can really fuck with you when it comes to making the money.
Well, I don't spend the money to you know, for that reason, but I guess that is true. Yeah. It does make it easier when people are like, do you make a couple million a month? I can be like, yeah, because I just spend it all. So it does make it easier.
Exactly, 'cause you're
Whereas
not
if I
bragging.
did it, if I was like, oh yeah, I just make a couple million, and that was the end, then I just seem like a douchebag.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I do agree, but I never really thought about it that way.
I did.
Thank you.
You're like Adam Sandler in that way. Where
No,
you're like a
this is good.
multi-millionaire,
This
but
is
you're
good.
like one of the guys still.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
usually, like, really rich people, you know, we want to eat them.
yeah,
Yeah.
They buy speedsters and you
Yeah.
know,
And mansions.
and go on vacations to Amalfi. and
Twice.
things
Twice.
Watches. Yeah, and
Twice.
watches. Yeah,
And
yeah.
watches, yeah. Big into the watches.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we're not
Replica speedster.
gambling degenerates like some people.
Wait, so are you one of the rich people they want to eat? Or are you in
I'm
the
not
same
that
boat?
rich.
Not yet.
You are way more rich than me.
But I give my money away. I'm poor.
Yeah.
I give my money to my wife. So once you're married, you're
I
gonna,
mean, I feel like
bro,
everyone
your
can make-
fiscal policy is going to completely change once you get
Yeah, yeah.
Just giving away stuff all the time. Like,
You're
yeah.
not gonna let me?
Do more reaction videos. That's what she's going to scream from the kitchen.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Is
interesting.
there a Mrs. Beast?
There is. We've only been dating like 6 months. So
Okay, my
we'll see.
boy.
We'll see.
Okay, my
But
boy.
how long have you been married?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's media training. That was very good. I've been married
God.
since the 18th
Uh,
of December.
You still let him-
last year. I was like 18.
I want to get that done.
Yeah.
No, December 18th I got married.
Really?
Great decision.
Really?
Yes, I recommend you do it. and you don't need a prenup because you don't make any money.
Exactly. Get one?
Did I get a prenup? No, she got me.
Wait, you really didn't get
No
one?
prenup. Got me for everything.
All right.
Why are you so
I'm
excited
kidding.
about that?
Hey, here's this camera.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Go this one. You're right here.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
He's gonna regret that. Okay, I'll totally active. I know at least like 3 people who got one, and I was friends with them when they got married, and then like 2 of them, didn't work out, and every single one. It's just interesting to see it go from like, yeah, we'll be together forever to like, fuck, this is the worst decision of my life.
Did you think about getting them some money?
Yeah, that'd be a great video.
This money.
Yeah. Just
Helping
help
my
them out.
friend who just got
You're right.
divorced
I'll
recoup.
tell the people at our food banks like less money this month. Gotta help my divorced friend.
They would actually get it. They'd be
Yeah,
like,
they
he
probably
needs
would.
it. He needs it. He's probably waiting in line next to them.
Yeah. Is one of your friends that got divorced here?
No.
Definitely not.
These 18-year-olds?
Fucking children? Tara could have a child bride or something like that.
No.
I'm not exactly sure what the rules
on.
are. I don't know how it goes down in the whole thing.
No.
Now, you brought your son here.
Bring your kids to work day.
Yeah. Now, is that uncomfortable at all for you?
What, to have my kids here?
Yeah.
No. I bring them back to work.
This is getting so uncomfortable.
For you.
We just wanted to give Carl a shout out. We love Carl. We're big Carl fans here. Okay, so you make millions and millions and millions of dollars. Who cares, right?
Yeah, sure. I make money.
Because it's so much money you make.
Just tons. I don't know what to do with it.
You don't even know what to do with it.
Agreed.
Okay?
I don't know where you're coming.
I don't know.
Okay.
But that's the fun thing,
Yeah.
right? So it's just so much fucking money, okay? And then you're giving it away constantly,
Yep.
right? And then more's coming in
Yep.
and giving it away.
It's basically what I did. Like, I just had this theory,
Bernie
like.
Madoff. What?
Well, hopefully the Ponzi scheme never implodes.
Got you.
Like,
Okay.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they just go bust.
Yeah.
So, but no, I had this idea when I was like 18. I was like, when I made a couple $1,000s a month, I was like, well, what if I just give it away and just try to make a little bit more than a couple thousand? And then I just was like, oh, that worked. And then I did it again.
Yeah.
And I've done it every month ever since. And I'm just like, oh, well, and it just works. And then, like, a couple grand turned into 10, turned into 100, turned into a million. And it just keeps going up. And I'm like, oh.
Now, when you ever did, like, the challenges where you're giving away to your guys if they win,
Yeah.
were you ever worried that you would make them not really want to work?
To be stimulus.
No. Especially when we were doing a
Do
lot
they
of
act different when they make, like, 150 grand?
When we were
Like,
doing a lot of them, they were like 10 grand or 20 grand, and this was like, Chris just left his job at Best Buy. Tariq literally I tried to hire Tariq, and then he said no, and then he went to work at a hospital. And a year later, he's like, I'm depressed. And I was like, come on over. Most of them, though, like, were just new and had, like, no money. So, like, back then, when they were fighting those challenges, like, that was, like, basically their savings at the time. So that's why, but yeah, you do see, as time went on, they didn't go as long, the challenges. There's a big difference between, a couple thousand. And that's when, obviously, we transitioned to people, like, random people. Yeah. Like, at the start, I wouldn't hook the boys up. And then once they were good, we're like, okay, we can just start doing other people.
Okay, talking about hooking up. When you're on Rogan, you brought up the fact that when you posted your first video, it was when you got hacked playing
Battle Pirates,
whatever.
Yeah.
Have you found out who did it?
No, I didn't, but I should.
Have they not reached out?
How would they?
Mr. B6000 is your username, right?
What, are they going to tweet me on Twitter? Like,
Well, yeah.
Be like, oh, I got over on Mr.
Everyone's going to tweet
He
at me.
could do a YouTube video about it, and it'll be his highest viewed video.
Okay, because the story.
I love how this is so
you tell the
niche
story
that,
about
like, all 5 people listening are going to get it.
we fuck the algorithm up already?
God damn it. You did fuck your attention. You know what? It's fine. You know, if you don't want this to get views, that's up to you.
I'll tell the story.
So,
I'm just getting bullied, right?
Yeah, I know.
yeah, when
You're his son.
he starts this out. He starts this off with like, oh, by the way, Joe Rogan got 10 million views, and you know what goes through my head when he says that is like, well, it's completely up to the topics you bring up on whether or not we do it. Like, if this,
nothing to do with the guest.
no, I mean, if this gets like a 40-minute retention, we're past that. If this is like 25 minutes, we're screwed.
Yeah.
So now we're down there.
Okay. So make this story good.
No, I'm changing the topic. I'm trying to save you. Now, here's you. No one gives a fuck about a guy that hacked me when I was 11 years old on a Facebook
I
page.
care because that's the
Well,
first
they
video
don't.
ever
They
posted.
don't fucking care.
Fuck them.
Retention.
Hey, Beast, our audience is actually older than 17, so why don't you go ahead and tell the
They
story?
have
And I'm sure
to
they're
understand.
interested.
They're insistent. Okay,
Yeah.
so when I was 11, I was playing a game. A guy just started destroying me, absolutely crushing me. Every day he'd come through and attack my base, and I got pissed.
Yeah.
So I made a video saying, fuck this guy. Although, there was no words. I didn't know how to record audio. I was stupid. But it was just like him. I just sent it to the devs, and I uploaded it to YouTube. And then it somehow got 20,000 views.
First video ever gets 20,000.
That's crazy.
Because people who played the game would just watch it. But they were trying to figure out how to hack. And then, like, all the comments were like, oh.
So there's a guy out there that's responsible for you posting on YouTube.
Yeah. For pissing me off when I was 11, and then inadvertently making me make a video.
And he could be listening right now. What do you want to say to that guy?
Thanks for making me rich.
He needs a royalty. You owe him something.
If you found out who he is, would you break him off a little something?
Yeah, of course. I'd give him a couple $1,000.
Couple thousand? Give him a fucking island or something like this. What do you mean couple thousand? That's at least $1 million, right?
Yeah, no, get him an island and bury him on it, dude. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Hey, oh, you want to play pirates now?
Watch this. Dude, that's a great question. When you're buried alive, like, do you guys ever think about like him being mean as a boss?
Like, oh, tell him your plan for if you die.
Oh, yeah. They want me to die.
Oh yeah,
100%.
great video.
Big time.
They do. The second I die,
Yeah.
Carl, Chandler, Chris, the three guys, Nolan maybe, he's a little newer. We haven't decided if he partakes yet or not.
Yeah,
They all put their hand on my tombstone, last take it off, gets a channel, everything. 100% everything.
What about Tonic, dude? You just left the brown guy out of this.
Well, he's not on camera, he's the camera guy. So like most people haven't seen him. I mean, I don't know, what do you think Tariq gets to put his hand on the tombstone?
Yes.
I think so.
As of right now, it's just written in the like little plan, it's just those three. We have to update it and put Nolan and maybe Tariq in it.
Yes.
It's like, because we have a little
I
game
say
plan
we
for a
keep
fight.
it as is. I like this. I like the three. I like three.
Yeah.
No,
And last
I
take
like
it
it.
off gets it.
You're
I'll
gonna
give
have
it
last
Very.
in Egypt. Forever.
I would definitely win that one.
Some are private, so, you know, they can film the video.
Yeah.
That is happening. Mark my words. I don't even know if I've really said it publicly. I tweeted it one time, but I'm serious. I don't give a fuck how much you guys are crying. Put their fucking hands on a tombstone and give the channel to whoever wins, okay? And don't bully them for it. They're just doing what I want.
And you guys think you could do without him, right? Like.
Hey, it'll be an interesting experiment. I'm down.
Should we fake your death, dude?
Oh. It's like, I want to do this the next 10 years, and if I do that, then, like, if I fake that, did I fake count to 100,000?
Good point. You
know.
can't fake anything. Okay.
Hold on, sorry.
Real quick. Most illegal.
No, go for it.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
I love this guy.
He's trying to tear this whole thing apart, dude. That's what he's doing. Come to my capital. No, most illegal video.
Honestly, I try to brainstorm legal videos, so...
Yeah, it's probably a better use of your time. Okay. What about like a competition? Like I had one for you, if I can pitch you.
Hit me.
Okay.
Is that the notepad you're flipping
Yeah.
through? Go ahead, rip it out.
I had three that
Before
I
the
wanted.
podcast, he's just slides through 'em.
Okay. This is a good. Tell me if you think this has good retention and good like click through. Okay.
Okay.
I played Michael J. Fox in Jenga.
That could work.
Like, is there any stakes?
Say again.
Like, anything on the line?
Is it shakes or steaks?
Stakes. I just got Invisalign, alright? My S's are not going to come off correctly. Like, maybe if it's like Losers Park, it's hit by a meteor or something.
That's a good one.
That's good.
I like that. Okay. Okay. Well, 100 kids go to an island. Last one leaves gets an internship with Jeffrey Epstein. Thoughts?
Right, he's dead. Or is he?
Ah.
I haven't seen the body. Yeah, it's a banger.
That's good.
I don't know if
I wouldn't use the word banger, but yeah.
That's a poor choice.
I don't know if for the right reasons, but people get clicks. It's probably by the FBI.
Okay. You were investigated by the FBI.
Was that?
Well, that.
Now that gas prices are so high, Domino's is giving you 20% off all menu prices when you order online for a limited time. So hurry and take advantage of these low prices. I mean, high prices, which mean low prices. You get the deal. 20% off menu prices on everything for now at Domino's.
Well, that's what we were wondering.
Oh, gotcha. No. I was hunted by them for a video.
Were they really hunting someone else in your crew?
You want to inform me? Do you know something I don't?
I think we know who he's looking at.
I don't know.
I was looking at Carl. I was looking at Carl. And nobody else.
Hey,
Bro.
I'm gonna need you to respect Terry.
Yeah, I do respect
Okay, or I'm gonna have to walk out.
his name right.
Yeah. You respect Tariq, we'll respect Tariq.
Okay, $1 trillion I give you right now.
Okay. Thank you.
You have to spend it on the video.
Okay.
What is it?
I bought everything I wanted in life. And I just buy everything.
I don't think that gets you to $1 trillion, dog. I'm gonna be honest.
No, humans are expensive, bro.
Oh, I can figure it out. People are like, you couldn't spend $1 billion a day if you wanted to. Fucking 10 super yachts. Problem solved. I could spend $1 trillion.
Ooh,
Bro,
okay.
I'm just calling up like people who own neighborhoods, buying entire neighborhoods. You know, I could figure it out.
$1 trillion. You buy
easily.
everything you want in life.
Yeah, I would just literally buy like half of America. Why not?
Have you looked into buying a planet?
No. I mean, like, they're so far away. You know how much cooler it'd be if planets weren't, like, 500,000 light years away? If there was, like, a realistic way we could visit them in our life?
Yeah.
I feel like we'd all be way happier.
Yeah. Well, just get out of here for a little bit.
Well, just, it
Stretch
makes
our
life
legs.
more fun. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But it's like, you have to, like, build a ship and send it off, and people have to have kids on it, and kids and their kids will maybe see that planet. It's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Thing,
I mean, that's what your boy's trying to do, at least.
Yeah. Elon?
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy.
Did you believe him when he made that offer?
What offer?
If something bad happens to him?
Oh, on Twitter. I love, dude, you did your research.
You think that you're gonna come on this
Bro, I
podcast
told
and
you
I'm
2
not gonna
hours
maintain
ago.
my journalistic integrity?
Oh, yeah. He thinks he's a journalist.
I'm a journalist, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they need to make up some lies.
That's good. We go political? Headline on Breitbart. These calls the news fake.
He's one of us.
Yeah, well, first he has to buy it, and then, yeah, I'm very confident if he bought it and died, he'd give it to me, totally. And not the investors that have tens of millions of dollars in it.
That's a bad enemy to make, though. I wouldn't have made that deal with you.
What?
That if I own Twitter, if I die, then
Yeah.
you get it. The guy that is making videos and doing crazy
Could
stuff.
you imagine someone assassinates him, but then, like, their
Someone?
only motive is
Someone?
based-
Someone? I wonder who it could be. Okay.
And then they
They
just
want to assassinate him. Yeah, they got a fucking YouTube channel.
But what would you even do with Twitter?
I mean, I don't know, sell it, it's worth a lot of money.
Give it away. Give it to a subscriber.
Bro,
He would do a video, give it away. Yeah.
Just get some money.
Oh, no, you can
Stop
actually-
being poor.
You can help him, okay? Because he
I
doesn't.
need help.
He doesn't believe in philanthropy.
Oh,
And
No, I do believe in
No,
philanthropy.
no, you don't believe in philanthropy?
We've talked about this all the
Word
time.
on the street is you hate philanthropy. What's
Thank
wrong?
I don't hate it. I believe in it.
No,
I'm very
that's not what I
philanthropic.
heard. That's not
What
I
do you
heard.
donate to?
Say again?
We've talked about this a
I
million times.
donate to Catholic Church.
No, you don't.
I donated sperm for like the first maybe
Okay, no, it's not.
3 years
He's
of
in
my
comedian mode.
adolescence.
I gotta go to get out of comedian mode.
That's not donated.
What do you mean?
That's not
No,
donated.
I donate. I believe in philanthropy.
You've literally
I
never
believe
donated.
I do believe in it.
You believe?
Simply Spiked Lemonade, your favorite lemonade brand, now spiked. It's getting juicy.
He believes in it as an idea. He just hasn't gotten around to it.
No, I believe when you do it. I think you do it.
Yeah.
Wait,
I believe it.
you believe in
I believe people do it. Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know.
Do you
What
think
does he
that-
mean?
Can't I believe it and also not do it?
Look, I'm saying Jimmy donates millions of dollars every year. He plants
I do.
trees.
Yeah.
He helps people. He has
We
food
do.
pantries.
Yeah.
And you also have a lump of money
Yeah.
that you could use to help other people.
And why don't you?
I feel like you're doing a good job. I don't want to like if everybody, what if I have a burger and I have chocolate and I'm giving everybody money and I'm giving everybody islands? You know what I mean?
You change this.
How many fucking white Oprahs do we need?
There, we got to the truth.
No, I should give more, man.
Agreed.
Why, when did you start giving?
When I was like 15.
Oh, you started young.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
The habit has been built.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We're too old to start. I
We
think
got
the
money
game
late.
factor's high.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So perfectly logical reason. More importantly,
Yeah.
everyone always talks about, obviously, you.
Yo, can you stop bullying us on our own fucking show?
He's a bully.
I love it. Bully.
This guy's a bully, dude.
I gotta read a book.
He brought it up.
Yeah.
Bro,
You're fucking on his side.
Well, I'm just saying, I
You
didn't realize.
son of a bitch.
Did you realize he's taller than you too?
bro, he's the bully.
He's
Bro,
6'4".
Did you notice him?
How tall are you? Wow.
My goddamn
He was
question.
6'4", he gave away then.
Okay, go.
So,
Go. What is your
your
question?
Netflix special that you sold on your own, and
Yeah.
you made more than they would have paid you.
Yeah.
Have you ever-
It was with Netflix, but
Yeah. Have you ever said how much money was publicly or anything like that?
No, I haven't.
Do you ever plan on it? Just every time I hear it, I'm always curious. Like even on the car ride over, I was thinking about. I was like, how much did you shit on Netflix? You know?
Well, this guy's good. It's not. I didn't say it was Netflix.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought that was the whole thing.
Everybody thought
revealed.
it was Netflix. I never said which one it is.
He's
Really?
never revealed.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm certain it was Netflix.
Why? Why'd you think it was Netflix?
I don't fucking know.
Because he looks at the stock market.
I just thought like Netflix was like, here's a $3 million bag,
Yeah.
delete some jokes, and you're like, fuck you, and then you made like 20 million, and you just shat on them.
I didn't make 20 million.
Yeah, obviously that was just a number floating in my head, but yeah.
He didn't even say obviously.
That's
He
just
didn't even say obviously.
I'm walking around the podcast, bro.
He made you sit back down. He made you sit back down.
What's happening, bro?
Okay, no,
Akash, help me out, bro.
Stand up if you want to fall.
I can leave myself if I want, bro.
Do you plan on telling us how badly you shit on said streaming service?
I plan on just taking a moment. Get my confidence back on those goddamn podcast.
Me too, bro.
I can't even say the number now because it's less than whatever you threw out. Fucking asshole, dude. You just threw out 20 like it was nothing, bro.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Don't, that's even worse. That's even worse.
I'm sorry for hurting you.
So that's how I apologize to my wife, man. Empty.
I'm just not gonna talk.
Fuck, man. That's it. Now I'm putting it on YouTube because you said that.
What? The number?
I'm gonna put the whole special on YouTube. There
And
we
he's
go.
gonna donate his money.
And I'm gonna donate the money.
There
that
we
comes
go.
to it.
To
Hold
his
him
wife.
to it. Hold him to it.
I'm gonna donate it to who you said. I'm gonna donate it to me and my wife. I'm gonna donate it to us.
Donate it all to her, and then when you get a divorce, you get half of it.
Fuck.
Not that you would.
Wait, that works the same either way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
good.
funnier
But
than
if it helps, you guys were so ready for it to be harmful, you jumped on board. This is a horrible position to be in. This is a master manipulator.
It's almost like we're interviewing him.
Yeah.
Um,
Any other fucking questions?
No, but I want that story we were talking about beforehand.
Yes.
About the.
Yes.
So when he was going through video ideas, it reminded me of someone who just I can't remember if it was Dubai or somewhere in the Middle East. This guy hired a private investigator in North Carolina. I have no context to find me, and this is just something that happens. Yeah, this happens a lot. So whenever people call local private investigators, they just let us know because a lot of people just want to know where I am for whatever reason.
Oh, the private investigators call you directly.
Yeah, it's usually, which now I'm giving away my secrets, but oh well, I'm in too deep. But,
Yeah.
So he calls us, lets us know, he's like, this time it's someone from like Dubai, we don't really know what he wants, but he's just flying to North Carolina tomorrow, and he just paid me to find you. And we're like, okay, cool. And so then the next day he gets there, and then with the private, I have security, so my security went with the private investigator to meet him, and my security's just like, why the fuck are you here? Why are you trying to find Jimmy? And the guy's like, I just have video ideas I really want to give him. And my security's like, fuck you. Why are you actually here? He just kept saying it like 30 times in a row. He's just like, I just want to give him this sheet of ideas. So there's just a piece of paper with video ideas. Flies across the world, private investigator, everything. And so they're like, we don't believe you. And so they're like, he let them, my security, search his hotel room, couldn't find anything, nothing in there, just a suitcase of clothes. And he's just literally just did all that to give me a list of ideas. And then well, my security was like, oh, Jimmy's out of town for 3 months. I was like,
Did you ever get the fucking idea?
yeah, well then, and just it's okay. I was like, I'll give it to Jimmy. And then he gave it to me, and it was just like, open up a free gas station, like open up.
That's actually, that's a very Middle Eastern idea.
Yeah.
It was like literally like,
He's trying to make money off you. He was getting a lick off of you.
it was like 30 ideas like that, and I was like,
This is actually watch women read in public or something like that. Like, is that one of them?
We did get Squid Game out of that.
Bullshit.
no.
Bullshit. Yeah, bullshit. You stole the guy from Dubai's idea.
This was before the real Squid
all this money camped out just to give me a list of video ideas.
And none of them were good.
None of them were good.
Wow. What a fucking idiot, right? You dumb idiot. You're probably watching right
I've
now.
never told this story publicly. Now he's gonna know that I actually did it.
And he's coming back because he was going to find you.
No, he should know. You read his ideas and they suck. They were
He's gonna find
shit-ass
you.
ideas.
He's got money to get an investigator. If he can find him,
Oh, yeah, this guy's got money, too.
Yeah. Hey, next time pitch him on ideas. I got plenty of ideas. Hires
So
your
he
private
needs help.
investigators. Go
I
after him.
need ideas. Give me the Dubai ideas. I paid an
Bro,
Instagram
be careful what you
influencer
ask for.
$1 million
Don't be
to shit on a
flying to New
glass
York.
table.
It's much easier to fly here than North Carolina.
Do you have a lot of people doing that? Like, just...
Now that gas prices are so high, Domino's is giving you 20% off all menu prices when you order online for a limited time. So hurry and take advantage of these low prices. I mean, high prices, which mean low prices. You get the deal. 20% off menu prices on everything for now at Domino's.
Okay, you hear the stories of people going, like, I risked everything to be here. Like, I saw Carl's story of, like, I spent my last dollar and then ended up working out. And that kind of inspires every lunatic to take their last dollar.
Yeah.
To just show up in North
The thing
Carolina.
is, I live in my studio now.
Yeah.
And so it's like thin stand and stuff like that. And most people know that, so they don't. But sometimes, you know,
with the gym in the bedroom.
I still don't lose the weight. But sometimes I'll go out and they'll just be like, yeah, this guy's just been camping behind a gas station for like a month waiting to see you. And I'm like, lovely.
And how do you say... No.
I just am like, tell him I'm just not interested. Like, that's not how, you know, I like to meet people. But it still, like, occasionally happens, and it's always like...
That doesn't ever piss them off, because you're not like... I mean, that's not the nicest. I'm not interested.
I don't think anyone expects me to just go meet people who just camp out and wait for my attention. Because you don't know. Like, they might be trying to kill me, they might be whatever.
Of course.
Yeah, so it used to be... It's weird. It like oscillates. Sometimes it's, like, a lot, and then sometimes it's not as much.
Yeah. Have you ever had a dangerous moment, like, with your security where they had to intervene and, like, get someone off you?
Dangerous? Carl, can you think of one? Not really. No.
Nobody cares about my phone.
No. You know, max there's ever a crowd of 5 people.
Is it ever women waiting to see?
Okay, Al.
Before your girlfriend.
Okay, Al.
He's got a girlfriend, bro. What can I say? They can still be
I'm
late.
a good Christian boy. It's
Tell him why they call you Mr. Beast. Tell him why they call you Mr. Beast.
Nah, I usually, no, but we've never had any, like, crazy issues. It's actually kind of weird, like, with the mall one, like, that went really well, even though, like, the mall was just
crazy.
Yeah, at one point there was, like, 20,000 people in there.
Yeah. And girls showing tits and shit.
That's
That was
okay,
fucking
no,
nuts.
these are
Did
children.
you see that? That's in the video.
These are children.
Really?
Yeah.
There's screenshots in the video of, like, of girls, like, flashing.
I hope not.
Yo,
There's younger people there.
No, that was nuts. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And they had, like, the American flag, like, pasties
Okay,
or
that's
whatever
not
like
true.
that.
This is not true.
You didn't see this. It's on. There was a whole Quibi series about they made about it. You don't watch Quibi?
Hey, you know, here's some views. This is Quibi.
But is that the one where, with the phone thing or
Don't
whatever?
act like you don't know what the fuck Quibi
No,
is.
is that what it was? No,
Turn the phone.
This guy's a
No, Quibi, I knew Quibi would fail because within 5 seconds of using Quibi, I went to watch a show, and I was like, this is garbage. I went to screenshot it, and the screenshot was black.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew it would fail, because you can't make memes. They made it where you couldn't take screenshots of anything.
Netflix's problem too.
Yeah, well, at least Netflix, like, you can watch on your computer, and it's easier to screenshot.
Yeah.
Quibi was phone only, and there's zero way to take a screenshot.
Okay.
So it's like, how the fuck do you expect these shows to go viral?
Yeah.
Like, that was the same time of Baby Yoda and all this stuff.
Yep.
And then Quibi's just like, no memes.
Yeah.
And it's like, no one's briefing your fucking shows.
Can you explain that a little bit more about how, like, memes drive the culture of online content?
Yeah, like The Mandalorian, you get rid of Baby Yoda memes, it's like...
Nobody even talks about it.
Exactly. I never would watch it.
Now, when you're creating videos, are you also going, like, what do you think will be memeable in this?
I probably should, but no.
But no.
Yeah, right
But
now
with
I'm just
film
trying to...
and TV, like, film, TV, it's what is memeable.
No, not only. It's just something that happens naturally. If you're just getting it where no one can take screenshots, then you're just an idiot. You know what I mean? Because that's how you just get attention on Twitter.
It's like cutting one of your legs off from under you.
Yeah, if you try to make a meme, then you're cringe. Like, memes just happen.
Yeah. You mean, like, if you're the creator of the TV show. If, like, House of Dragons is going, this is the memeable moment.
Exactly. I don't think you can ever do that. You can't force them.
But you can embrace it, though, after it's, like, organically popular.
Lean in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have to.
Yeah, that, like, what is that movie, Morbius or whatever?
Yeah,
Jared Leto
oh,
movie that got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Did you see their?
But it still did well, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure like the destroying it caused it to.
They put it back out in theaters. Did you see that?
really?
It went viral as like a meme, and they were like, "We're re-releasing it."
Oh, that's sick.
Oh
And
wow.
Minions as well with the like people.
That was genius.
bloody
Many people
theaters.
actually enjoyed though. Yeah.
You did that. You did.
Yeah,
Well.
we did. We bought every ticket in the theater and then we just flooded with people in suits.
Oh, that's
It
amazing.
was great.
And I heard they made that shit illegal.
Yeah,
Like
they did.
a few places. You
Which
couldn't,
it seemed
suit.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like for the first time in 3 years I go to a movie theater and then like 3 days later it's like no, you can't do that.
Also, like the most mature way to dress.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, it has a very cultish feel to it though. Just a bunch of young white kids in suits and whatever. It's like, yo, yeah, this is scary.
You're saying if there was like a bunch of white people all dressed the same, you would like run it? That's how I make you feel uncomfortable a little bit.
That's Trump. I'm out of it.
I wonder if I walked in and it was just 100 black people in suits, how I would feel.
Yeah, Men in Black is.
What are you gonna do now?
I think the new
You
Men in
guys
Black.
trying to work for Schultz Studios? What's going on?
Yeah, that is wild. I don't know why that is concerning. It shouldn't be illegal. But it
I
does
think
make
it's
you...
literally because some of them started lighting firecrackers in the movie theater. And one of them like blew up a couple
I
seats.
told you, man, it's a dangerous thing. You can't
Yeah.
trust that many white people just the same.
Why we get out of hand.
It just you get you get one group think and it's just a mob all of a sudden.
Yeah. But it is
Right
fun
now,
though.
see, me and him, we break it up, so there's not too much white boy shit going on.
Yeah.
So every time Mark and I are starting to get hyped
Yeah,
about
it's like,
things,
yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
stop. Yeah.
Let's not go off.
That's actually a really good idea.
That's why Kodak is a part of the team.
So that's it. Got you.
Too much white fun.
He's not good. We keep his camera off.
He's like Sid Vicious.
We don't even use it.
Pat him on the back. Your good content made it.
But just in case you guys start going, you want to go to Charlottesville? He's like, whoa, everybody chill out. Yeah. This is very important. That's how you build your team.
No, that's smart.
Tariq's the foundation.
Right. Okay, this is good. Are they allowed to have girlfriends? Is the team allowed to have girlfriends?
I wish not, but you know, if they want to.
Are they just drowning in strange or what?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, let's cut over to them. Boys, take it away.
I love women. So good at it.
Oh no, he's fucking. He's fucking. He's fucking. You can tell. Yeah.
Dude, okay, cool. I didn't know you had it like that, my boy.
Nolan's quiet. Nolan's got a little something going on. I know you do.
100%.
Right?
It came out, by the way.
Yeah.
Came back in.
Came back.
Oh, I love it. Some wild motherfucking boys you got over here.
No, fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Can't tame them.
What do you guys do on a Saturday? Like split a 6-pack of White Claw or stuff like that? Fucking let loose, dude.
Well, I just work all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I usually see them when we're filming, but outside that I don't see them too much anymore.
Okay.
How do you split the work balance with your girl? How do you, like, because now you've introduced this relationship in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
That's what us married guys want to know.
Yeah, you want relationship advice for a 24-year-old? I got you. Right? Well,
Say it though.
yeah, I got you guys the answers you've been needing. She's actually from South Africa, so she can only come here 90 days a year anyways. So it just naturally works itself out.
That's just South Africa, my boy. You see that?
Wait,
Stop it. What?
It's South.
You gonna make her an African American?
I'm working on it. Figure out how we can.
That's a video.
A white woman and African American.
Oh,
There's your video.
wedding episode.
It is a little weird that like she makes good money. She's like gone to college, multiple degrees, everything you would want. You would want her here, but I still feel like there's just literally no way to get her in America. Like why don't we like reform our immigration process where like, yeah,
we should let in the good ones, right?
Who said that? Why are you making it bad? Why are you making it bad? You're twisting it.
I don't want my girlfriend here anymore.
You've been doing this to him for an hour. You deserve this.
20 million was.
Okay, but you can marry her and then she's in.
You're right. I'll just marry her.
Yeah.
That seems like a reasonable way.
You don't have to. You could actually have Nolan do it.
True.
Nolan could marry your wife. Nolan could marry your girl. That'd be a great
Is
video.
that like a company? Can I just pay someone to marry her?
Yeah.
Really? Is that like
It's not a company, but Nolan can do it.
Ideas. He's genuinely thinking
I
about
don't want like if she has to marry somebody I see on it, this is a little.
But if she doesn't do it
No,
again,
but if it was just like some guy that I'll never see again, and they just like marry so she can move here, like.
but he might try something. Nolan's an elf.
Look at that.
Like, he's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, but the problem is no one will make fun of me. Like, I can't, like,
He's
make
an elven
Yeah, yeah.
man.
But the thing is, I can't make fun of him because he has the perfect class.
He's from Lord of the Rings.
Is he Lord of the Rings, bro? He's not gonna do anything. That's an elven.
Did you just call me an elf?
He's an elf.
What do you mean by that? Shut, it means if we gave you a bow and arrow, you'd be nice with it.
Killing everybody.
What does that even mean?
It's a compliment. You never
He's
seen
saying
Lord of
give
the
me cookies in a tree. That's what he's saying.
You
It's
never
fucked up.
seen Lord of the Rings, bro?
I've seen Lord of the Rings. I just don't know what I look like.
You know the people that are like my family when they come on the street? You know those
He's not
people?
gonna let it go. Just
No,
it's
true. No, not your ears. Your fucking head and your skin and your beauty. He's a beautiful guy.
One green hat, he's selling.
I know. Dude, look, you're like made out of oat milk, bro. You're amazing. Look at you. This is a beautiful man.
He is handsome, very handsome.
Skinner, he's been calling me Harry Potter for about the first 30 minutes of the
Wait, you're not in the movie? Listen.
Bro.
Oh, shit. I got this shit all wrong. Fuck that.
All it is, Nolan could marry your wife, and you know he'd be respectful because of part of their
But
culture.
the only problem is if I make fun of him, he's got the perfect clap back.
What's the birth class?
He's just married to my girlfriend.
Yeah, but he's not doing nothing.
Yeah.
But he's got the overhead
no,
flap. But it's like,
You don't, no, he doesn't win a single argument anymore. That's it.
Why? What happened?
Because I'm married to your girlfriend.
But then you can also be like, yeah, but I'm
Not
sleeping
here,
with your wife.
Yeah, I'm fucking your
shit.
wife, dog.
There's a little back and forth then.
yo, that's a bar.
Now you're getting it?
We're looking at elves. We're getting
Now he
Yeah,
realizes
nah,
he's
We actually just showed him a camera.
Because you thought I was talking about the orcs or something, bro? Come on. Let me see it. Yeah, you're hey, yo,
Hey,
Legolas.
what's the most
Legolas.
Oh, that's Orlando Bloom, dog. It's a beautiful man.
Look at that. Do you know who that is?
Legolas?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's who you...
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Wait, what else do we got in here? Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not grabbing your phone back.
Ooh. Is it Dove's phone?
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Go to the
no,
pictures.
there's not going to be anything of interest.
Go to the pictures. You get up so quick right now.
Let's see what he's got.
Wait, you're gonna let him look through your photos?
Yeah. Chill.
Come on,
The
dog.
content happens, no?
Yeah.
The
Listen.
content king right here, dog.
If you can empty a minibar like this, you probably don't need help building credit. If not, there's Credit Builder from Credit Karma Money.
Oh,
Okay.
you guys should trade funds. That'd be fun.
Ooh, me and you?
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
He's just gonna like go through my YouTube analytics and start blurting out numbers.
Well, maybe.
That's actually a great
I'd
idea.
actually probably...
He wasn't going to.
Send them that.
Blur them
Let me
out.
tell you something more about
My phone's dead, but I'll take
No,
yours.
no. My wife is sending me screenshots. So I don't know what that is, but...
He's never been on YouTube
Problem.
Analytics in his life.
I know all about YouTube analytics. Big
Oh, yeah,
time.
maybe you could rehab Jimmy's channel.
Do you want me to help you with that?
I could use the help. That'd be great.
I mean, we could work on some TNs if you
Yeah,
want.
so are you the behind the scenes guy?
No, it's all.
That's sure the thumbnail, bro.
Is it really? Or is it? Alright, so you're
You
the
want to do
smart
some
one.
TN, bro?
Yeah. Are you logged into the Schultz channel?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we doing right now?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What are we doing here?
We're checking out. Bro, you got 2.3. Look at you.
Yo, son. This guy's crazy, bro.
No, you're killing it.
Crazy guy.
Yo.
He's a good job.
Yeah.
I keep like, hey, little rascal. Did you just call me
I
little
can't-
rascal?
I keep up the good work. You know what? I will not compliment you the rest
Yeah,
of the
cut
podcast.
that shit out, Jimmy.
He's gonna give you advice, and then
I
you're
don't
gonna give
think
him
your
advice.
parents loved you when you were younger. You don't take advice or compliments well. Okay, you don't. For someone abused this man, and he just doesn't know how to take us off of it. I'm like, hey, I'm proud of you for having 2 million subscribers. And he's like, what the fuck did you just say? And I'm like, I'm proud of you.
Wow.
Very astute. That's very astute. King Solomon over here, bro. Wisdom.
You can tell the accuracy by how fast he boasted it up.
Jesus Christ, my dad loved me at least. You know what I mean? Mom's could have stepped it up a little bit.
So, RPM's a little, how do we get that up?
Yeah.
What did he say?
RPM?
RPMs, yeah, I've been working on those. Yeah.
You definitely,
Love the RPMs.
so you swear a lot in the videos.
Say again?
You swear a lot in the videos?
I would, no.
You do. I can tell you do just by looking at the revenue.
I don't swear.
You have to.
I don't swear.
And it wouldn't be this love. You didn't swear.
I'm racist a lot. But that's not cussing.
Gotcha.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, a substitute. Like, you know.
Oh, you're saying say things that are wrong.
Yeah, you say things that, you know, advertisers don't
Naughty,
like.
yes.
Yeah,
Some
you're
advertisers
naughty
don't like
guy.
it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But we
why-
have great advertisers.
The numbers. Well, it's just funny that, like, I could
I'm
never
looking for a chocolate bar sponsorship, actually.
Can we? Can we sponsor the next one?
Yeah,
Okay,
I will
how
do
much
it
do you charge an episode?
for you.
Yeah.
Free.
Oh, okay.
Philanthropy.
Let's go. Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
See that?
Thank you.
Philanthropy,
Okay.
bro.
You almost said Felicia. That was weird.
Because he brought it closer like that. I was like, it's only one other time this has happened.
Can't wait till I edit that.
Palette of chocolate. I want it right here next
Okay,
episode.
palette of chocolate. Right. Matter of fact, we need to replace the trees.
Oh,
Perfect.
fill this
That
out.
would actually be sick.
We will replace it with a palette of chocolate.
Let's
matter
do
of fact, I've been wanting to try your burger.
Yeah.
Can we
someone
order some? Right.
Yeah.
Can we order
Hey,
some beef
I'll order
burgers?
some. I'll order some.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
How fast do the beef burgers
Let
come?
me message them. Let's see.
How fast do the beef burgers usually come? Go, Mark.
Probably 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Well, we might get them a little quicker.
Hold on. I'm just.
Simply Spiked Lemonade. Your favorite lemonade brand, now spiked. It's getting juicy.
Are they
just
already
saying.
here?
Is it only hamburgers, or do you have anything for people who aren't going?
Yeah, we have a.
He doesn't
grilled
eat
cheese.
beef.
We have a grilled cheese.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I'm working on. Oh no, we have Impossible meat as well.
Okay, use the Impossible
there you
meat.
go.
I forgot we launched that. It's
Yeah.
just like
Okay.
3% of our sales. Like no one gives a fuck. I was like really expecting people to fuck with the plant-based
I thought
burger.
we were friends. You know what I mean? I thought we had a thing and we just shit on him together.
No, this has nothing. It's just in general. America just doesn't give a fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But, so is he ordering it or are they already here?
Yeah.
Like, already? Okay.
Yeah.
But listen,
Because I was like really hoping that would like explode and like no one cares.
but the
Same thing-
Impossible meat.
Yeah, and we also did like lettuce wraps where
Yeah.
you can substitute the bun for lettuce.
That sounds
as well.
I
great.
like that.
Yeah,
That sounds
it's
fun.
Like 1%.
Well, when people want a burger, they want a burger.
That's what I found out the hard way.
What's up, guys? Today's episode is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is a modern VPN designed with the user in mind. Their utilities are powered by a robust security mechanism, but designed to be simple and intuitive to use. Enjoy all the freedoms of an open internet safely and anonymously with no device limits. Okay? Remember, there's strictly no logs, means that they do not keep your data at all. That is yours and yours alone. You can also unlock the 15 largest Netflix country libraries, including the US and Japan, by merely connecting to a server in the right country. Wherever you are right now might not have all the same movies, documentaries, TV shows on the Netflix, so that you can pretend you're in a country that has it using this VPN, okay? You can also reach your favorite sites and services, even in countries that ban them, as Surfshark bypasses censorship and geo-blocking to give you access to Facebook in China or TikTok in the USA. And right now, you can get all that for 83% off a 2-year plan and 3 extra months for free. And all you gotta do is go to surfshark.deal/Schultz and use the code Schultz, that's SCHULZ, to get 83% off a 2-year plan and 3 extra months for free. Remember, protect yourself online today with Surfshark. Now let's get back to the show.
Look at this.
How long have these been sitting around?
Hold on 1 second.
Because if they say these are bad, it's not my fault.
No, we got some real beef burgers.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it. Mr.
Oh,
Beast.
God, that old ass packaging.
Oh, God. Here we go. Wait a minute.
Now that gas prices are so high, Domino's is giving you 20% off all menu prices when you order online for a limited time. So hurry and take advantage of these low prices. I mean, high prices, which mean low prices. You get the deal. 20% off menu prices on everything for now at Domino's.
This is weird. That looks awful like a Big Mac.
Son, why are you doing that, bro?
He's trying to get
That
you
looks
back.
special sauce.
That looks like a Big Mac, dude.
Hold on. I
mean,
all these
that
burger
looks
does
like-
is when you order, we order from McDonald's.
Special
And then
sauce,
you
pickles,
reach
cheese,
out
lettuce,
to-
onions on a sesame
Yeah.
seed bun. That's exactly what
Al, what is this?
It looked like 2 old beef patties, special sauce, pickles, cheese, lettuce, onions on a sesame seed bun.
So Coleman hasn't been opened yet. So this is a Big Mac, and you guys really
Yo,
pulled
Mark,
it off.
how you gonna use my card and not get an Impossible Burger?
What? You can eat beef? Why not?
Oh,
I mean,
God damn
it's
it, dude.
impossible this is a beef burger.
This is what happens when you hang out with comedians.
Yes. Okay, so these do look like Big Macs, so...
That is a Big Mac.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what the beef burger is.
No. I can't tell if you're fucking with
No, tell me what's going on. Let me see this.
He uses Ghost Kitchens, right?
Oh, this one though. That looks more like
that's a beef burger.
Hold on, let me
Okay,
see
that's
this.
it.
Hold on.
See, These motherfuckers. These fucking
Dude, do you have like a team that we could call, like an HR?
Son, that's crazy. Because we didn't do that.
You did.
No, we did not.
Bro, it's not a coincidence that the ones without the stickers are Big Macs and the ones with the stickers not open aren't.
Whoa!
Impossible Burger's got it.
This is a beef burger.
Yeah, it looks like
That shit looks bomb, yeah.
yeah, it looks like it's been sitting around a little bit, but it looks good.
I'm gonna take a bite right now.
Go
dude.
for it. It's not my fault if it's been sitting out for an hour.
Is there money in there?
Oh no. I'm not gonna lie. That's fire.
Let's
Got
go.
fries on it?
That's fire.
Hey, that's Chandler.
So, whoever's on our marketing team, make an ad of him saying that and just run it all over Instagram.
That's fire.
Just target everyone within a 100-mile radius of this, or anyone that goes to a show, just hit him with Instagram ads of him going, that's fire.
See how this guy thinks?
That's fucking fire right there.
What do you rate that 1 out of 10? Burger review.
Don't do that.
No, hit us.
Honestly,
Don't.
honestly,
No, not honestly. Don't
Hey,
be
look
too
me in the
honest.
eyes while you rate
I'm
it.
being honest with you right now. This needs a little more sauce.
Okay.
Probably because it's been sitting around a little bit. It's dried up.
Well,
a
yeah,
little.
the version they ordered is the one with no sauce.
Well, you don't need to throw it like that.
I am throwing it. That's the old packaging. They need to update it.
They need to update that fucking
Yeah,
packaging,
agreed.
right?
Fuck that packaging.
Agreed.
What's wrong with Angry Birds packaging?
Did you make $1 million last year? Question 1. Only taxes income over $1 million in a single year. Anyone who makes less doesn't pay an extra cent. Vote yes on 1. It's a win-win.
Patty,
Yeah?
excellent.
Agreed.
Patty is excellent.
Dare I say the best you've ever had?
For fast food, dude, I'm an In-N-Out enthusiast.
I
In-N-Out
feel
is...
the retention. Just give us the rating so we can level it.
Son, holy shit! Holy
That's a Mr. Beast dish right there.
That's how I'm wired.
Retention.
I can't
Son.
just let a video die.
Son.
Step it up, bro. Miles, the single, please. 1 out of 10.
All right. You know what? I'll take it if it saves the podcast. It's just hardwired. You can't spend a decade of your life studying how to go viral and how to get people to watch a video and then have it firebomb in front of your eyes and not, like, hurt your soul.
Yeah. So you think about that with everything?
It would be like the same as if I started doing stand-up there and it was just god-awful. You would be like, I gotta, like...
What about during sex? Do you ever be like, oh, retention?
Retention's plummeting.
Just starting to look around the room a little bit. Like, Africa would be nice to be back right now.
It's been more than 3 minutes.
I think we got enough RPMs.
So is there a collab burger or food product that the Flagrant Beast
I want to
product?
make some money.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
Hey, is he the business guy?
Do that, dog.
Are you the business guy?
John, get the chain out. I'm just thinking of ideas. Besides your stupid Big Mac joke. Let's go. 10 out of 10. What's the product?
Chain, dude? Just look at his nose.
I was trying to be a little subtle, okay? I don't want to make Target uncomfortable.
We're together now.
Oh, okay.
Your product was sitting there, and then Dub moved him out of the way. It was really interesting how that happened.
How strange.
That is a little bit unfortunate.
Sorry about that.
Did you feel attacked and stuff? Yeah.
Oh, you controlled the TV over there?
Yeah. So Jimmy gave you some advice on your channel.
Yep.
Suck less.
Yeah.
What's your advice for his channel?
Oh, number 1, plane crash video. Very close to 9/11.
Oh my god.
I intentionally made sure we did not upload in September. I was like, the editors they were like, we might need more time. I was like, you don't have more time. And I was like, this is like, we're a couple days away from September. Like,
That's so
I
funny.
feel like no one gives you advice on your channel, so this is gonna be a perfect.
I get tons of advice. Every time I upload, I get like 40 phone calls from people telling me how it could be better.
Is there somebody you watch that you still learn a lot from on YouTube that you're like, oh, that guy I could learn from?
I mean, everyone. Like, even like...
Anybody more than anyone else?
Oh,
Anybody in
no,
particular?
it changes. It's just like, I just like watching random YouTube videos and like, even like a homeless person on the street, you can learn something from, like how to be more humble or what it's like for someone who's struggling. So like, if you apply that same mindset to videos, like every video you watch, there's something you can learn. Especially if it has 1 million views, like there's a reason it got 1 million views.
Okay.
I could give you the dumb dick joke answer,
No,
but like,
no,
that's the honest one.
Alex didn't believe that you got buried.
Oh, you didn't?
And he had a
You
whole,
put me on the spot
and he
right
had
now.
a whole,
Let's see this
he
shit.
had a whole reason
Hit me.
for why you didn't get married.
I kind of forgot.
No,
But
I-
you don't just forget your
No, but it was
conspiracy
the camera
theories.
angles like,
Hey,
yeah,
right
you don't
here.
forget your conspiracy
Hey,
theories.
look at this shit.
Softy.
This is the most viewed video. You're questioning my existence.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying the camera angles made it seem as though
Oh, I
you could have
remember this.
fixed it.
I remember this.
Okay.
Whoa.
No, these are.
Whoa.
And I think you're worth too much to take that risk.
Yeah, my mom was like crying when I filmed this video. I was like, Mom, I promise we did the math. Let me skip to over here to show you. There's a scene where the boys literally dig down and, yeah, see that penis sign?
Yeah.
They literally dug down and put that there.
Yeah.
So you
Could have planned.
wait, right here.
Aw, Carl.
Wait for the cut right here. Hold up. Look, you can literally see where they put the sign there and how deep it is underground.
Or that could have just been shot at a different
Okay.
time where
Whoa.
you just see a sign go there and then that's
Carl, he's on to us. Give me the. What if like Tariq like ran in here and was like, "Hey Jimmy, I need you," and then like you started getting really uncomfortable.
Okay, with this video specifically, okay?
Yeah.
Well, there's two I'm curious about. For the same reason, the one where you're in the outdoor pool and you're
underwater.
Yeah, the thing.
Bro, that was done like 5 years ago. That was,
Yeah, the headache.
yeah.
Have you figured out what that was about?
Yeah, it's because I was an idiot back then, and like we were pumping air in, but the CO2 or whatever the fuck you
Wasn't
exhale
getting pumped out. Yeah.
getting pumped out. Yeah.
So you're just inhaling your own carbon
Yeah,
monoxide.
and so then when I started getting a headache, I was like, oh shit.
Dioxide.
And then
Dioxide, yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
carbon dioxide. So then we like called someone who knew what they're doing. They're like, yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
And I went, okay. And I just got up.
Immediately, okay.
Yeah.
And then when you're buried
So this is what
underground,
we learned from it. So we had a pump that was pumping in air and pumping out the old air.
what was the most catastrophic thought you had while you were completely buried?
I tried. There was a camera at my feet. Tariq could also talk about this too. And I went to like go adjust it, and I couldn't. So I like literally turned around, and I'm not super flexible. So I literally like was going to turn, and so like I'm laying like this, and as I'm like bending, I got caught like halfway, and I was like, fuck. I'm fucked. I was literally like, guys, if I can't get out of this in 2 seconds, you start digging right the fuck now. Because I was like caught in a super awkward position like, in the thing. And I just was like, I'm going to give it one last try. And I just pushed as hard as I could. And I popped out the other end.
Oh,
and then I adjusted the camera.
And then you had to
do
get
it back. Exactly. Because now because it's like the thing got slimmer this way.
Yeah.
It was so uncomfortable on that side.
Yeah.
So then I had to do it again. And I almost got stuck again. Like, what was going through your head when you were watching it?
Now that gas prices are so high, Domino's is giving you 20% off all menu prices when you order online for a limited time. So hurry and take advantage of these low prices. I mean, high prices, which mean low prices. You get the deal. 20% off menu prices on everything for now at Domino's.
Mike.
First time he like panicked during the whole situation.
Yeah.
And when
I
he
was
panicked,
in my mind.
we got really scared. So
And now, did you calculate how much time it would take to excavate?
Yeah, they knew that because, I mean, it was like they could get me out in under 5 minutes if I really needed to be.
Okay.
I started practicing with my hand on the tombstone.
that was that penis sign. I see it. Oh, this feels good. This feels real good.
Yeah, so any of these other ones up here you think are fake?
No, I just left that
I
one.
think
But
so.
you kind of go
He
100,000.
set his sights on you. He's about to start shitting on you, Al.
When you finish 100,000,
He's like, I think your fucking shoes are fake.
I used to on purpose wear fake Yeezys, so subreddits would go crazy exposing me, and I just didn't care. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
That's so smart.
And then I wore a fake Supreme shirt in a video. Same thing. Reddit just lost their mind.
Hilarious.
And I just love doing it to piss them off.
I mean, it also keeps you in the conversation even more, though.
No, it's just funny to like watch them analyze the
Yeah.
Fox logo and why it's
Right.
not real.
You also save money. You don't have to buy a
Exactly.
$5 t-shirt.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm still terrified about this buried alive.
Dude, I'm
I'm
severely
shocked.
claustrophobic.
Oh yeah.
Severely
Well,
claustrophobic.
so the nights before I slept in a coffin in my garage to like
Oh, you
get used to it.
prepared.
Yeah, you know.
This is in his emo phase too. So
You put a
it's
little
easy.
effort
Yeah.
in. So there's just this coffin in my cold ass garage, and I just lay in it, close it, chill there for a couple hours.
Do you like consult with people about this first?
That one, David Blaine, yeah,
Interesting.
because he did
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
So I was gonna do 24 hours buried alive, and then I called David and I was like, I'm gonna bury myself for 24 hours, and he's like, that's it? And I said, all right, I'm doing it for 50 hours. And that's why it's 50 hours instead of 24.
Yeah, but did you see his dumbass balloon thing? Who was he to judge?
I mean, that was pretty cool.
Whatever, Brett.
The balloon. Oh, he just flew in a balloon. It was like
Yeah.
up or
He
whatever?
held on to balloons, flew up, and then popped them, came down.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. But, yeah, that's so I had to double it because he just basically shadowed my entire existence.
I mean, we would have been fine if you did 24 hours. Just the buried alive thing. Like, what if the oxygen tank malfunctioned?
I couldn't handle being stuck in an elevator for 24
5
seconds.
minutes.
There's enough oxygen in there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We buried that coffin like 5 separate times. We had, you know, David Blaine consulting, a bunch of other people consulting. I was probably safer under there than I was above ground. I think that's what they told me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
And then, until they start dumping the dirt on the glass and you realize it's like this much glass between you and just thousands of pounds of dirt, then it's like, well, fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If you get a little bit of a crack, did you hear any weird sounds that terrified
I'm
you?
sure I heard tons of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. But we tried to keep it upbeat and not like I was super scared. So like in the video, I don't think we really put that kind of stuff in.
Did that help you get less scared knowing so many people are watching? If you get scared, it's kind of embarrassing, whatever. So that kind of blocks out that.
No,
fear.
that whole time I was just like, for the love of God, don't crack. Like, because all I did was stare up at that dirt, and so I just saw 6,000, 10,000, whatever, 1,000 pounds of dirt the whole time for like 50 hours straight, and it hurts like fuck. Like the bottom is just wood, so you're just like that in of itself is a challenge.
Oh my
you're just
God.
like laying on wood. It wasn't fun, but you know, 194 million views.
Not that bad.
I would do it again.
Yeah. What was the worst one to do?
Oh
The
my
one
God.
you would never do again.
That's a great
Wait,
one.
let me flip through these. No, Buried Alive I'd do again in a heartbeat. That wasn't, like, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't too crazy.
50 hours in solitary confinement don't seem that bad.
No. Well,
After you're
no.
married, that seems like a kind of a vacation.
Yeah,
to be
until you
honest
have the
with
fucking goofy goobers over here torturing you. They won't let me sleep or do anything.
Okay.
No, Carl, what's the hard one? There's one I say all the time, but I'm just drawing blank. But it's not counting
24 hours on ice, maybe?
Yes. I spent 24 hours on ice. That was miserable. And you couldn't pay me to do that anymore.
What do you mean?
We just built a house out of ice, and I just spent 24 hours in it.
Were you wearing something that would...
Like pants like this and like a short sleeve shirt. It was brutal. I was like shivering all night. It was one of those ones like 10 hours in, I was like, I'm too invested to quit. But current me wouldn't do it. That was like peak grind me where I was like, yo, I'll do things as long as, you know, not putting my life in danger. Like, which we had.
That's the whitest thing you've done. White people really love not being cold. It's like a thing I've noticed with white people. Walking around in the winter with shorts on and jackets on. Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. That's your whitest. Right there.
Sitting in ice for 24 hours.
Yeah,
that was brutal.
How many views did I get?
Like 100 million. Kind of flop. I'm just kidding.
What is a flop for you now?
If a video doesn't get like 50 million views, it kind of sucks. So, but that's in English, and then we dub them in other languages.
I love this.
Yeah, have you seen the Espanol channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
So that one's been crushing. We just hit 20 million. And it's,
You know what's weird is I bet people already were doing that for your videos.
yeah, they were, especially in like Japan for some reason.
Yeah.
People used to upload their videos like crazy, and they get millions of views.
Yeah.
So then that's why we just started doing it.
But the way that you guys do it is smart, where you get the actors that are known.
Exactly. Well, there's a huge secondary market for Mr. Beast videos, so like we come up with an original idea, whatever, like I don't know, press this button, win 100 grand, and then the next day you'd see people on Spanish-speaking communities, Japan, Russia, all over the world do the exact same video. So part of this as well, like everyone would just rip off our videos around the world because, and that was like a huge strategy. Like people in all these countries would just see who can copy our English videos first in their country. And now that we do this, like the rate of that has decreased a lot. Wow.
I wonder if
Fake Supreme T-shirt of
Exactly.
video.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If people do that with our stand-up.
Oh, 100% they do. Guarantee
Interesting.
you.
There was a comic, I'll leave his name out, but it was like huge in France, and apparently he was just using Seinfeld's material. He was just, you know what I'm talking about? But I'll tell you after.
I
And he
think
was
I
just
might.
like using Seinfeld's material, and then they became friends.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause Seinfeld is such a fucking maniac. He was like, this guy's got great taste. Like, if he's gonna steal something, he steals from the best. And then they became buddies, but he was like a huge comic there. How crazy is that?
I've never heard Seinfeld.
I love you, dog. No, I love you, dude. That's the best thing you've said on this whole podcast. Do you know who he is even?
Well, I know because Tariq talks about comedians all the time.
Yeah, but whatever, right?
No.
He's a non-factor, right? Like explain to me like a non-factor.
I'm pretty. He has a show. That's all I know.
Yo, this
or no.
is great.
I don't
No,
think so.
but No, he does. I know you're fucking with me, but I just don't know.
You don't know how much.
He hates Seinfeld.
Yeah. I don't hate him. I just think he's whatever. But the fact that you don't even keep going about this. Like, talk me through this. Like, what are you feeling now emotionally? Retention through the roof right now. This is going. Okay, guys.
Yeah, just like Drake talks about him and that's about it.
But he has a show, or like, what is his thing? Like, what?
Isn't it? I mean, now I'm gonna sound dumb. Isn't it like Better Call Saul or something like that? Or no.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
is it not?
Yeah.
Drake tell me how Seinfeld. The show's called Seinfeld. Oh, it's Seinfeld. Yeah.
What the show is Seinfeld. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. But that's okay.
Is that on your show? Or is that before my time?
No. His show's actually called Breaking Bad.
Yeah. But go on. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna stop here. I'm making.
No, Andrew, I need you to ask him about movies. He's never seen an entire movie one movie in his entire life.
Thank
just
you.
I grew up on YouTube.
This guy's never seen movies either.
Let's fucking go. Hey, this is why you should
movies.
date a guy.
Yeah.
Yo, that's fact.
You want him not to watch movies.
No, but it was because he was homeschooled. This is different with you, right?
Yeah.
Were you homeschooled?
No, I just thought it was wasted.
Did you have chickenpox as a kid?
Oh my gosh.
Probably. I just had shingles like a couple months ago.
So that means you had shingles means you've had chickenpox.
Oh,
yeah.
It's the same virus, though.
Yeah. So there you go. Yes.
Mark just had chickenpox at the ripe age of 25
Wait,
years old.
really?
Dork.
Shingles, who are you to talk? What are you talking about? We're
I
the same
know.
team
I
here.
have a compromised immune system. I know.
Same.
Wait, for
Oh,
what?
really?
No.
His Crohn's.
Oh, you got Crohn's?
Yeah.
Can you eat your burgers?
Yeah, those are fine. It's mostly just, I don't know, I'm just so heavily medicated, it's like in remission right now. But if I wasn't on medicine, it'd be different.
Oh, what type of meds?
Remicade? I mean,
Remicade,
not that
fire.
anyone knows what that
Fire.
is.
You ever do a Remicade at a party one time?
No, but if you ever tried a Tesla ecstasy pill, because that's fucking amazing, dude.
Public about doing drugs?
Dude, love them. Love
Yeah.
drugs.
Literally, I was like, yeah, I'm on my way over. He's like, is it like an what is it, Etsy?
That's where people make
And
like
I'm
cheap drugs.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian boy, I don't do drugs. He's like, okay.
I didn't know if you were fucking with me or not, because like you'd also like he's going back and forth with like being very sarcastic and then like very serious in the text, so I have no fucking clue. We've never spoken on the phone before at all. And like so we're on the group text with Tarek, and he's like, listen, we need to kick Tarek out of the room immediately after he comes here. I go, okay, that's fine. And then he messaged me on the side, he goes, I would like to talk to you privately.
But the joke was that Tariq just loves you guys, and so all that stupid shit I was saying in there was to embarrass him. Because he's like cringing in the back of the car, and I could see him in the rearview mirror, so I just say some dumb shit to you like, yeah, I don't fucking care or whatever, and then I just look back and he's just
Hey, you're a good guy, dude. Tarek, you're a good guy.
Hey, thank you.
And we're going to pronounce your name right every single time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it.
100%.
You are a good Christian boy, though. Is it true that your old YouTube banner used to be like a Bible verse?
It did. I used to go to a Christian school back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's like, it's just kind of hard to tell what's right or what's wrong. Like, religion-wise, there's so many, and I don't know. I believe there is some kind of God, but how do you know?
Sorry.
Damn, Mark just got so sad.
No,
Mark got so sad.
Wait, you're not going to be Hindu, though. You know
You
what
are.
I mean?
Hey, you are a good Christian boy, aren't you? You too.
We have a lot in common. She's like, I don't believe that stupid shit anymore.
Isn't it funny if you...
It is devastating because he's such a fucking Catholic.
Oh, really?
He's really
Oh, is that why you donate to the Catholic Church?
Yes. Yeah.
He bullies you into
No, he calls that
Yeah.
my paycheck. That's what it is. He gives me money.
Hey, I have his revenue up here. I mean, he could probably make some more donations.
I think so, right?
Some donations, right? But for real, so have your feelings changed since Tarek's been around, or like are you expanding the couch?
Oh my gosh. Jesus.
It is admirable to see how devoted he is, though.
Yes.
Like he doesn't drink, he doesn't do anything. He's not one of those people that just preach it. He actually follows it. So sometimes it does make me go like, damn, like there's something there. Like he really cares a lot, you know.
It's easier to be
Unlike these Catholics. We're busy guys, okay? 5 times a day? You're not gonna do that.
Hey, he gets his 5 in.
Wow. I'm just saying. Respect.
I try. It's hard.
Respect.
I'm
just saying. This guy.
Titanic, have you seen it?
No.
Haven't seen it at all.
Wasn't that before I was born? Was it not?
Well, it sank before you were born.
No, but the movie is it?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Okay. So like, what?
Fucking
I go back.
Transformers 3? What do you want me to say? I'm trying to go through like the big famous movies. honest and like understanding.
They're just a waste of time. Before I was 18, I didn't even listen to music because I was like, this is a waste of time. I should watch more YouTube.
What?
Because I'm an idiot.
Are you like are you like on a spectrum of some kind?
Probably a little bit. I've never gotten tested. But it's just like, if you want to make great YouTube videos, you just watch YouTube.
You gotta be a little retarded.
So like, a 2-hour movie, you can watch like 20 YouTube videos, and you get exponentially smarter doing that, you know?
Mark just Wikipedia's movies so he knows what happens, and then uses quotes from them.
And you know, I actually thought about paying someone to like, just give me a synopsis of all the biggest movies, because like, I had never watched Harry Potter or Star Wars or any of it, and the amount of times in my life people just, you know, are like, what? You've never seen it?
Yeah.
Like, it used to be funny, now it's getting to the point where it's like, just kind of sad.
So you didn't even watch Squid Game?
No, that I did watch before we filmed it. Of course.
And then after watching it, were you like, wow, this is fun? Like,
yeah, we should recreate it.
But in general, we're like, whoa, like TV shows are cool.
There's a feeling you can get from a long-form series that's really good.
This is the thing, where people misconstrue. I don't think movies are bad. I just think I want to be the greatest YouTuber to ever live, and so like, I should just focus on my thing. You know?
I think you've achieved that already.
Yeah, which is why now I do watch a little bit more movies.
Let me ask you that about being the greatest YouTuber ever. What's next? Because I was listening to your Rogan, and I swear to God, I thought this guy should be president.
Oh!
I know, I'll say that'd be fun. Is that something you've thought about?
Yeah, the only thing
Political
is...
aspirations.
Yeah, I would love to. I just feel like you have to do a lot of politics leading up to it, and I don't know. I mean, you could just go from, you know, no one ever has done this, just being a celebrity to just being president, that would be great. But if I have to, like, work my way up and be like a mayor and like a senator...
I think we realized you don't have to.
Yeah, well, then it is appealing, when I'm like 40 or 50.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be... Bro, if I was a billionaire and I just gave away all my money, and I was like, I can't be bought, I just gave away every penny. I have literally $0 in my bank account. Vote for me. I feel like that's a pretty good campaign thing. Like, you're voting for me.
Yeah.
I have $10 billion, give away every penny, can't be bought, because I gave away all my money, and then I just do what's best for people. And
I like this.
Yeah, and just ignore lobbyists or whatever.
But you need to keep money in order to ignore the lobbyists, because otherwise...
No, I give it all away. And we're good.
Well, there's freedom in
I
having
get
money.
$400 grand a year as president. I'm good.
Oh yeah, you can live off that. 100%.
Yeah, and the taxpayers.
Yeah, dude, I like this. I think that.
I think if I wanted to, I
24 right now.
Yeah, so
okay, go.
Yeah, it'd be like 3 more cycles. But I wouldn't do. I'd probably do it in my mid-40s.
Yeah.
I think like I think I could make it interesting enough where I could win.
Okay, well, how?
Like give away all my money and just like, you know. I know how to get people's attention, you know what I mean? I can't say too much because then I'll regret it in the future. I'm like, I'll just trick all the fucking idiots.
That's literally what Trump said. Trump said that word for word.
So, and before you do that, Pornhub, would you take over that?
Oh my god. I would like to do the thumbnails. I feel like I could crush it and, you know, just boost the CTR.
Yeah.
No, here's an
more
actual
saturation. Yeah.
You said about YouTube early on in the interview, you said, this is what I'm going to do for the next 10 years of my life. It's 10 years you're doing YouTube, and then what? You said a very specific number.
Yeah, well, I don't know, it just kind of depends how things go. Like, if we have thousands of Beast Burgers and Feastables goes well, and we start a mobile game company and other stuff like that, I don't know, there might just be a world where I run those companies. Yeah, it's just, we'll just see.
What do you like better? You like creating or running the companies?
I love creating, and I also, it's weird, I like both.
But you like running the companies?
Yeah, I do. It's a lot of fun. It's like being, like, it's much easier to run a burger joint than to have to, like, break the internet every week, you know what I mean, or to run Feastables, you know what I mean, because you just get a kick-ass team and you just kind of, like, point them in the right direction. Yeah. Whereas, like, this is, like, I gotta do just crazy shit that's never been thought of, and it's a coin flip, and you don't even really know people who care. Yeah. You gotta do that every week, and it's all gotta be me, all centered around me every week forever. Yeah. But I enjoy both. I think, like, like, we just opened up our first physical Beast Burger, which is crushing it. That one's doing like 30,000 a day right now. Wow. And then Feastables is in every Walmart now, and that's crushing it. So it's interesting.
I'm so impressed by your ability to scale. I think that's the toughest thing for a creator. Scale your business. So like hire a team, train that team to do those roles so that you can create more time for yourself. Yeah. And I think that's like an unbelievably difficult thing. Like for me, I find it incredibly difficult. I often find like I'm the bottleneck for the things that we're doing.
100%.
And that's not to say that all these guys aren't unbelievably talented and better than me at every single thing that they do. Yeah. But a lot of times it might come down to a decision I have to make, and then all of a sudden we're limited in our output.
100%.
And yeah, I'm just like
the way you should see it is like you know, if hypothetically, like, for creating content, you have, like, the making the video happen, the production, the editing, camera work, or whatever, writing stuff, like, even if you split your time evenly, you can only put 25% of your time to each, whereas, like, an editor can put 100% of their time into it. So, like, even if they're the same skill level as you, they're just going to shit on you because they have more time.
Yeah.
Same with the camera guy or writer or whatever. Yeah. And so, I think that's where a lot of people just don't realize. Like, they're like, oh, this person isn't as great as me, or I can make better decisions. Yeah, but, you know, 25% is generous. They can probably spend, like, 10, 20 times more time than you can doing it.
Yeah.
And so due to the sheer extra time, they're going to shit on you at that job, or they
Shit on you means just do it way better.
Just do it better, because they have more time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if I had to edit a video, you know, I'd have to put in literally 1/100th the amount of time. You know what I mean? So they should be able to do better. Tariq should be a better cameraman than me, because he could study it 30,000 times more than me.
Now, did you find initially, I think this was our issue as we were starting to grow, and we've tried to rectify a bit, but like, that you were hiring people who could do a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start getting specific in your hires?
Almost right away.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what we did is like everybody did a little of everything, and then it's hard to fucking scale because we're all doing a little
We're
of
trying to
everything.
pay less salary, quite frankly.
Oh, really?
I mean, one guy you can hire to do everything.
No, I'm not a cheapskate.
Oh, did you hear he beat Netflix with this special?
So you immediately knew, you're like, okay, I just need these guys camera, these guys editing, etc.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Because you wouldn't hire a guy that mops your floors to edit a video, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't do that. We didn't do that.
We got the guys that edit to mop the floor. It was the other way. You understand?
Actually, literally.
Yeah, literally
That's
the other
kind
way.
of how it works.
Yeah, it is crazy. Things like, because our main channel's killing it, the gaming channel's killing it, it's wild.
What part of the process makes you the most, like, gives you the most dopamine?
Uploading. 100% uploading the video. Seeing, like, the real time in, like, the first 5 hours, it gets, like, 5 million views. It feels so great.
That's my favorite. I always tell them, my favorite part of the day, we drop an episode or, like, we drop a clip, I go to the gym right when it drops.
Yeah.
And I'm working out, listening to tribal music, watch, like, just refreshing YouTube video, and then you see it hit 1, and you're like, oh.
What's that drug earlier? I imagine that's what it feels like.
Tesla. It's the closest thing. It's the closest thing. It's so fun.
Exactly. That's my version.
Yes.
But he still said Tesla was better because he said that's the closest thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, opposed to, like, artificially implanting your brains with chemicals, the closest
Just
thing is, like, the
real
artificial hunt. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Yeah, seeing the number just go up minute over minute.
I'm back in the jungle. I'm working out. I'm running. I'm on the treadmill trying to get the food, and all of a sudden the views go up. Ugh,
The best.
best thing ever.
Now, is it equally painful if it doesn't do well?
No. At this point,
Are you like unattached to
very
negative outcomes?
You just look, well, because why? Me getting depressed doesn't do anything. You just look at it. Should we change the thumbnail? Change it. Doesn't work better. Okay, look at the retention graph. Why did it do bad? Take some notes. Move on. You know what I mean? Like, being super emotional over it doesn't really do anything.
It's usually
Which I used to be. Like, if I had a bad video, you would know.
Yeah.
Like, I would literally, like, cry, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when, like, I was betting the farm on every video, like,
That's
you know, then it was like, fuck, like, you know, I can't pay Tariq if this doesn't do well.
Wait, did you ever have a week like that?
Yeah, but I would just take out a loan. And then the next video, I'd be, all right, we're going to spend a little less, guys. But now that we're, like, not as reckless, it's like, it's a lot easier to not care as much.
So you took out a loan to make the next video. So
yeah,
you
we
went
did like there was 1 month where I had to take out like a $200,000 loan because we were just spending,
against
like,
what? Your house or something like that?
Well, the way it works is you make money, but it like sometimes like a brand. If I did a brand deal for fucking Lords Mobile, like sometimes they don't pay you for 90 days. So it's like
so you had money coming in.
Yeah, it's like hey, they owe me like $200,000, but I don't fucking know when it's gonna get here.
Yeah.
I gotta keep spending money. I'm a goddamn degen. Like we gotta keep making videos, and so I'll pay you back. Yeah. So a lot of moments like that.
I'm just wondering. Sorry, go.
Do you still have moments like that?
Not as much, no. Because now that we're
But they
spending
still
like
happen.
millions a month, it's like that's a little too risky. Because I have hundreds of employees.
Right.
So I can't. It's a lot easier to bet Tariq's job than hundreds of people's with family jobs. You know what I mean?
Now, you don't know every single person that works for you.
Just nice.
In which company?
In all of them together. Right? Of course, right?
But I don't know the guy who's like packaging Feastable bars or whatever. Of course.
Gotcha.
Morning, Dad. Well, didn't even try. Got it through 4 Blue Advantage. But this is you? Yep. Got everything I was looking for.
Get a certified inspection, a Ford back warranty, Carfax report, and money back guarantee. Ford Blue Advantage. Used car buying is built for you.
Do you make an effort to connect with every person that is a full-time employee?
Well, it just depends. Like
Yeah.
Beast Burger, we just hired 40 people for our restaurant. Like, you know,
hard
and
to
it's
do.
like hours away. We're gonna go open other ones that I might never even visit. You know what I mean? So, but on the main channel, of course, yeah. People who are help making my baby, 100%.
Yeah. So everybody who's making the creative decisions with you, you know,
Because they have
intimately.
to. Because like
Right.
the channel's just an outlet of what I think is entertaining. So if they don't really have much interaction with me, then
Then it's hard for them to
they're
make
just
those
fucked.
decisions.
Yeah.
And is it true that you train somebody to essentially be you?
Oh, 100%.
And
yeah.
where is that person?
The CEO. He just runs like the hiring and basically while I'm here just having fun, he's what is it, Monday? He's over there working.
How did you know he was the guy to be you? Because you are, I don't know if you're aware,
He's a lunatic.
you are a historically impressive human being.
Thanks.
I don't know if you're aware of this,
I agree.
but no, yeah, no, good. I have a
agree.
feeling you know this.
Yeah.
But how do you find somebody that you're like, no, that guy is special,
Because
just like I'm special?
the big things are you coachable? Do you see the value? And like, do you believe in what I believe in? Like, those are like the three things where if someone has those traits, and are you obsessive? Those four traits, then usually in the long run you'll work out. Like if someone's skill set's here and they're like growing like this, and then you meet someone here, but they're coachable, they see the value, they're obsessive. After a year, their skill set's gonna be up here, and this guy's gonna be here.
Obsessive is big.
Yeah, so it's like people who are willing to just like follow me around for 6 months, learn. They think we're gonna be the biggest YouTube channel, well, which isn't really a problem anymore. But like, remember Tariq when I used to pull you guys in a room? I'd be like, "Give me 3 years, I swear to God," and they'd be like, "You're fucking crazy."
Yeah, he used to literally when I first worked there, it was like what 10 million.
Remember the whiteboard session?
Yes.
I would be like, "This is you. This is your house. This is whatever car. Make it a fucking Lamborghini. Just if you're here in 3 years, this is you." And I would like do that, and they'd just be like, "What is wrong with you?"
And now that 3 years have passed, how do you keep kicking the can down the road?
Yeah.
3 more. Just give me 3 more.
No, they're good. Tariq's rich. But yeah, so it's like people who possess those traits always do well. And so he was all those things. He just lived with me for a couple of years. We like literally we'd work, we would talk until 3 a.m., get up 6 hours later, do it. And after 2 years, it was great.
And this is by design? You're like, you live with me and
Oh yeah, it's beds, bedroom, side by side.
When did you get this idea? And where did it come from?
Because if we weren't talking at all times, we'd just go bankrupt. Like,
oh, no, I mean, like, where did you get the idea? I need a clone of me. So
well, it just kind of happened. Like,
okay,
cause like we just naturally, we were working, and it was like, well, we don't want to just stay in our shitty little tiny studio we had at the time, 24/7. So just live with me, and then we lived together, and we were just inseparable. And so for like 2 years, every morning, all day, every night, we were just
So this
talking.
organically happened. Okay,
Yeah,
good. I thought that you plotted this. And you're like, I
No,
need to
but now I
create
want to
another
do it again. I just bought a new house, and we're moving all their heads of the company in so they can get more like time with me.
Because at the end of the day, the more that they know you,
The better they'll do.
The
Yeah,
more
because
like
these
you they
videos are literally just like my creative extension. Like if I show up and I don't like it or something's off, then we just scrap it. Doesn't matter how much we spent.
Is there a time where the Mr. Beast channel is running and you're just not in the videos?
Oh fuck no.
Yeah, you always got to be there.
Yeah, 100%.
And how sure are you of every little piece? I know you're particular, but like once you're in the edit, how confident are you? Like, oh, this intro has to be like this, or are you still kind of doing gambles? You're like, I'm not really sure.
It's weird. What my threshold has always been: do I find it entertaining and do I watch it? This is gonna sound dumb, but I've just spent so many years just studying what does well. And I've seen so many hundreds of thousands of videos probably at this point because I don't watch movies. Didn't even listen to music till I was like fucking 20 years old. I would just obsess, study retention charts. You know, we'd scrape a million videos, see where the dip is. Like I know everything. Like if you pee, like how it hurts retention. If you sneeze, like all that kind of stuff. And so I've just like my brain has just been programmed to like just know. I don't know. It just comes secondhand. Like I can just tell you, no, retention's gonna drop there.
if
We
you
should
pee,
probably. Yeah, peeing hurts retention. Or it's a turn off for some
people just don't like to hear it.
well, just in some cultures, it's not as accepted as
I mean, that
American,
makes,
so.
yeah, you're saying that like it's weird.
Sneezing, it's just like, it doesn't progress the story. It's kind of like, anything where like the story comes to a hole without a reason just kind of hurts retention. So, anyway, like all those things just are second nature to me at this point.
Yeah.
So I just watch a video, and I don't know, my brain just goes, alert, alert, and then I just pause it, and I'm like, something's wrong here, just fix it.
How much have you studied story in general?
A lot more than I should. I mean, that's my whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like, you know, when you talk about optimizing an intro and hooking people, that is essentially story.
Yeah.
So like, probably 40,000 hours of my life.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
But at the end of the day, like I even look at that with like stand-up, the things that we remember, like the most iconic jokes. A lot of times they're not necessarily just premises, but they're stories that a comic told.
Yep.
And there's just something about humans that we are drawn to story. Maybe our brains organize information in that way. I know you said something.
And
it's
stories you can tell again.
Like
Yeah.
stories you want to relive. Well, like if you do a stunt, oh, I exploded an airplane. It's like, okay, that's cool to see once. But once there's a story where it's like that kid lived in a place and
I was
proposed
about
to
to
his
bring up
fiance.
the same fucking video.
Like that arc, you can watch a million times because you're not.
Yeah.
I'm not watching something happen. You're telling me something about myself.
Yeah, that video was great. It kept flipping, it kept misdirecting, it kept misdirecting.
You know what's funny? For that video, we had someone else lined up, and we were like, hey, quarantine before this video. This was when COVID was a little bit more of a thing. Quarantine. It would suck if you get COVID. Shows up to set that day, and he's like, I haven't seen a human in like 3 weeks. I'm good. They test him, positive.
No.
And we were like, come on. You just blew your shot. And so then the guy in that video was actually my editor, because I was like,
he killed it.
yeah,
He was great.
So it was
Plays
literally
guitar,
like last minute. I was like, anyone want to do this? And then Josh, my editor, was like, I'll do it. And so we just threw him in there.
Proposal. And
We didn't even know Josh was doing it until like an hour before he
it
did
was so perfect as far as story goes. I was like, they had to have
We
scripted.
swear to God, we didn't.
In that
We
clip.
had so the reason there's an astronaut blanket and astronaut stuff everywhere is
Because
because
the other guy
was an astronaut and he was gonna use the money for astronaut school, and so that was gonna be our story. It was like, we're practicing for you in space. That was the whole theme. We're practicing for an astronaut in space, and then the day before, it's just like, yeah, I haven't seen a human in 3 weeks,
Okay.
but I got COVID somehow.
Okay, this is really interesting to me. So story, can you break down specifically what it is humans want, need, or interested by?
It's infinite. There's so many different ways you could tell a great story.
But is there like a specific way it needs to start? Is there some sort of stimulus that needs to happen?
No.
Like, really? So it...
There's like, you can look, I mean, literally billions of videos have gone viral on YouTube, and there's like, there are certain things, like, you hook them at the start, but how you hook them is whatever. I mean, culture, there's different things, whatever's relevant at the time, like, different things would hook him than him, you know what I mean? Like, a Catholic joke or something would get him watching, but I might not understand it. It's like literally infinite,
Right.
So,
I just wonder if there's some sort of structure that we're drawn to, like, because
the only structure is really at the start of the video, you got to get them interested and get them watching, and then basically, I mean, it sounds obvious, but just don't have any moments where you veer off story unless there's a really good reason, and just end it really quickly. Like, those are the only things that are constant, and then how you do those are really up to you.
end it really quickly.
Yeah.
Meaning the entirety of the video is quick,
Like if
or
we were
just
like, thank you for coming out to the podcast, they're clicking off. And then, so as you're saying that, I go, no, thank you all for coming out to the podcast. And then we do that for like a minute, you're just like nuking your attention. People already got it. So and like in Fair to Live, if at like the 49-hour mark, I'm like, guys, this was a great video, they're clicking off. And then I go back to another story. So the second you wind a story down, end it. Like, quickly.
Yeah.
On YouTube. On movies, obviously, you get more leeway.
Do you think you could apply this to a Hollywood film?
Yeah.
Do you have any interest in that?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I want to make a movie.
Are you aware
of
the fact that you were destroying Hollywood? Almost single-handedly?
I don't like, obviously, there are great films out there. So it's like, it's not like I think they're all terrible, but just a lot of times there are parts that are boring.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, you know, because
No, I
you
mean,
got a
I
2X
think that
speed.
to me, you're like a threat to Hollywood studios. What you're doing is like a completely different thing that fucks their whole model.
Maybe.
I think
they should just pay me money to promote their movies.
Oh. That's a sick idea.
I mean,
working on it.
after what happened with Squid Game, why is every single movie not asking?
If they did it the reverse, imagine if the video came out and then Squid, because you got more views than the actual Squid Game.
Yeah, but Netflix has subscribers, yeah.
Yeah, like imagine that video came out and then Squid Game on Netflix
I
came
know,
out.
I agree. I 100% agree. I think, like, people are coming around and it's getting there. It's like, it's weird how slow it is. They still would rather, like, buy a Orange Bowl commercial than a YouTube video. And it's like, how many people are even watching this football game? I don't know. You know, like, well, I mean, it's probably like 4 or 5 million, but
Is it?
probably, yeah.
It's like every old person home, they just leave the TV on
That's
the TV.
well, and they're opening up TikTok and commercials. I agree. Like, you know, it's low. That's what I'm saying. Whereas this one, it's like it's literally the equivalent of you getting a football commercial and Tom Brady in the middle of the game going, "Pause. Let me tell you about experience today." And he's just rambling for a minute straight. All right, you got experience? Okay, hike the fucking ball. You know what I mean? Like, whereas on commercials on TV, they're like, okay, go ahead and pick up your phone right now. Go open TikTok. We'll see you in 2 minutes. We're gonna bore the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But you know, and on YouTube, that's what you get. So it's like it's more eyeballs, and it's like the person you're there watching. It's just
This
great.
is an age thing. I remember when I was.
I don't even know like if it's an age thing.
No, I'm telling you. I realized this. I was at my cousin's house, and my cousin's kid, whatever that is to me, second cousin or something like that. He was like 7 years old, and I asked him to turn on the game.
Yeah.
And he goes, I go, it's on.
I remember this. I was there.
No, yeah, you were in DC. He goes, I go, it's on ABC, and he goes, what channel is that? And in that moment, I was like, TV's gone.
Oh, I wouldn't even.
I actually don't know what channel ABC is.
Okay, so ABC is there's like a few channels we just all knew growing up.
Yeah.
Is that like channel 1?
It's the first time.
Basically, there was like 7 channels that every TV
Fox,
just had.
CBS, NBC.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
NBC, CBS,
Gotcha.
exactly. It was one of those channels.
You're our age.
No,
Are you not?
no, I'm 38
I'm
years
38
old.
as well.
Shit, I think you said 28. Holy fuck.
That's a compliment, though. That's a compliment.
Oh shit! So I'm watching this happen, and I'm like, oh, TV's done. It's over. There's no way. They doesn't even have a chance because the youth's not watching it. So you're going into this as somebody who had no value in TV. These brands meant nothing to you. MTV means nothing, right? All these things. I mean, maybe HBO or like Netflix do based on like certain shows that they have that are popular. But outside of that, the brand isn't as valuable because you're seeing all the views on YouTube. Older people are finding YouTube still.
Crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
So like when these young people look at you, they go, "Oh my God, that's a star on the only thing I watch."
Yeah.
Whereas my mom goes, "Oh, YouTube. That's kind of like MTV or like ABC."
And it makes perfect sense.
It's like sport TV.
Well, the most like the best encapsulation of that moment was one time I was filming for Shark Week or whatever. I don't remember why, but I was with the host of the show, like the shark guy. I didn't really know who he was, but he was really cool, super fun. And we see a dad and a kid. They're walking this way, and they both like light up. And the dad goes up to him and is like, "Holy shit, I love your Discovery show." And the little kid comes over and is like, "Holy shit, I love you, Mr. Beast."
Yeah, that's funny.
And that, me and him both looked at each other and we were like, that just sums up America right now perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna flip. It's already flipping.
I agree. Get
I
it
mean,
sometimes.
my mom
people
only
die
watches
off.
YouTube. No. Not only do old people die, it's what's happening is like, is that nobody.
love COVID. You're like,
Finally.
My market penetration went up.
It is just crazy, yeah. I remember there was some interview that you were doing where you were like, I'm just all in on YouTube. That
Holy
is
shit,
where
I think it was
wanna be.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Was it Rogan?
It's every interview. I sound like a broken record.
No, but you have to say it, man. It's so true. It's like this is the spot. This is the place that does the marketing for you. I tell comics all the time. I'm like, if the bit is good, it will find the audience for the
100%.
bit. Netflix can't do that.
Even if it's not done well. Like, think about your early content.
Yeah.
Like, it was like
thumbnail trash.
it was filmed.
Title nothing.
At
Filmed
720.
one shot.
Yeah.
But it was the only stand-up on YouTube.
And the bit
or
was
one
so
of the
solid.
fewer.
What I see you all over TikTok. You're all over my
Shot
feed.
Shifty.
Yeah,
Shifty's
let's
been
go.
killing on the
Yeah.
TikTok. But it's like, yeah, when we were first doing it, we were just putting things up, and it was so like new and novel. And I had this deal, and I'm sure that it was something that you were already doing. But like, I was like, oh wow, this is where the people are. They love stand-up, and we could do a type of stand-up that you couldn't do on TV. You could be way edgier
Really?
on YouTube because there's no rules back in it. Now there's fucking rules.
Oh,
right?
I was about to say, I don't know.
No,
if
because
that
back,
applies
this
today.
is before the fucking, there was
Apocalypse.
yeah, exactly.
Gotcha,
They were
gotcha.
putting like Charmin ads on like beheading videos from ISIS or something like that, right? And then the advertisers freaked out.
Yeah.
Before that, you could say whatever the fuck you wanted. So you're getting like the real raw comedy that
Yeah,
I've
you're
been
getting like
working on
2 or
forever.
3x this number here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Different
Yeah.
time. Fucking ISIS, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Ruins it for everybody.
That's the worst thing those guys did.
Nothing worse.
Yeah, they ruined our ads. I hate those guys. Now, you talked about there was a group of like YouTubers that you came up with that you guys all like shared advice with
Yeah.
early on, and then you kind of stopped.
Yeah.
What happened to those guys?
Oh boy. So yeah, the story is when I had 10,000 subscribers, I met 4 other people with 10,000 subscribers, and we just talked every day for 1,000 days in a row. I don't know who to look at. Why do you guys all go on different sides?
Because you're the center of attention.
Yeah, but it's like I gotta look back and forth. But I don't know. Is it whatever?
It's a lot of fun. He's on it right here.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. I feel like we're about to make out.
He's fully
Oh,
Asperger.
he's right here.
The base burger is Asperger.
It tasted good.
But regardless,
Yeah.
so we started talking every day and we just nerd out and shit on each other. And we all started blowing up. We all hit 1 million subscribers like a year later. We were crushing it. And then the reason we fell off, which is what he just asked, is one of them started doing acid and he had a really bad trip and like thought the devil was like cutting his arm off and it was regrowing and it would never end. So, it was bad. So, but he's good. He went to rehab. And then another one went back to high school, of all things. What yeah, I know. And then another one left the group to go become a pro Fortnite player, and it didn't work out. And it's just like, it was sad because we were all on this crazy growth trajectory, and we were all like, went from making like $100 a month to like 100,000. And then I just kept going, and they all just got bored and whatever, just found reasons to self-destruct.
Did you keep in touch with them? Did they ever hit you up like, hey, can you help
No,
us?
not really anymore.
Really?
Just, one of them does, who's crushing it. He went on a bodybuilding phase and just got jacked, and for 3 years did nothing but lift it every day. And then he just jumped right back on, and now he's crushing it. But the other three, I lost them.
Oh, that's wild. Do you feel like there's a personality type amongst YouTubers that makes them successful?
100%. To be a successful YouTuber, you have to sit in your room and just fucking have little social interaction for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like, probably a solid 3 to 5 years minimum of just being a fucking loser and sitting in your room and just filming videos. And if you're, that's what it is. I mean, for the most part, like, because your first videos are going to suck. Like, they are, it's going to take you a couple years to make them good, and it's just, like, a lot of time. And who the fuck has that kind of time?
I look like Logan Paul. Like, Logan's, like, sociable, like, he's personable, he's
but
really
see,
nice.
he came up as, like, a Vine star, so it's, like, a little different, and then transition it over. But sure, you have exceptions like him and Emma and people who are just naturally good personalities, but if you look at, like, a lot of the top-tier YouTubers, it's not that way. You know what I mean? I would say you have these little unicorns who just, they're naturally funny, but most of us, you just gotta beat it in our heads over the course of years, like, fucking be entertaining.
Which is also different than TV, because TV and movies, the stars are almost this like ethereal qualities. You have this charisma and this thing that
the better, more features, the more features you get. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a complete opposite in that way.
Yeah. And now you have all this knowledge, you have all this information. Like, you can look at a channel and overnight get it to a million subs. Like, and I know you help a lot of people. I think you said that on Rogan. You're like, I just like consult
He
with
is
people.
definitely your data guy.
Come on, let's
He's
go.
a good
Let's
data
go.
guy. Don't get rid of him.
Yeah, he's
get rid of him. I'm hiring him.
Well, let's see what he pays. You know what I mean? Let's line up.
Well, yeah, what is it? Double it?
It's that number right there.
Oh, really? Oh. Okay, well, I can still.
Okay. I'm curious, like, what is your criteria
I love
for...
how I'm still holding this. Just like,
that's my
comfort zone.
That's my comfort zone. Exactly. Literally, YouTube Studio's open.
They hand me analytics. I'm like, hey, guys. How the podcast is starting?
This is baby blanket.
But, like, what is your criteria? Like, you see a channel and you're like...
I'm sorry to cut you off. It's like, I won't do the podcast unless YouTube analytics. I was like, it's a complete deal breaker.
Yes.
No analytics, no me.
That's the writer right there. You're like, I need an iced coffee, a beast burger, analytics. But, like, what is your criteria for, okay, I'm going to help this person and potentially change their life with these little pieces of information?
Yeah.
There's a lot of power.
It's not as deep as you'd want, but it's usually just like, don't make shit videos. Most people think their videos are good, but they just suck. You know what I mean? Like, if we go watch my older videos, they're just garbage. But at the time, I thought they were great. Like,
No, I think he's asking, how do you decide who to help, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, usually it's easier to teach people how to make better clickbait than better videos. Like, if you're not an entertaining person, it's like, that's too much work.
Yeah.
But if you're making great videos and it's just poor packaging, I can fix that in a heartbeat. It's like, hey, this nerd right here, just hire him, let him do it, and you're good.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's interesting.
So you even have people that you can outsource for all these things, like
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a whole community of people that just, you know, obviously there's
work on thumbnail.
Yeah, there's
titles.
unlimited money here. They know their
Oh,
price.
Unlimited money.
Can you tell them what you invest per thumbnail?
Yeah, well, we probably spend around $5,000 to $10,000 a thumbnail, just making sure we get the right image and it's good. Because like the thumbnail makes the difference between 50 million views or 200 million. So,
and how many thumbnails per episode or per video?
around 3. Yeah. Yeah. Because like
So 30,000 in thumbnails.
no, that's 10,000 for all 3.
Okay.
We're not that crazy. Like this newest video isn't doing as hot, so we like swapped the thumbnail. I hunted 100 people for $1 million. We're working on it. I don't like this new thumbnail. We're in panic mode, just switching it out.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 mil.
I don't think it looks like you enough.
Son,
Yeah.
30 million views? You're a fucking loser. God, dude, this is
I know.
embarrassing.
I'm gonna hide it. I'm
I'm not
embarrassed.
even watching this podcast anymore.
Yeah, I know. And do you ever look back on old content? Like, I know you had like that Logan Paul video where you said his name a million times, and now you guys are like hanging out at nightclubs together. Do you ever look back on your old content and go like, I feel like embarrassed by how I got.
Oh, fuck no. I think
Really?
like I've blamed my old
What an
videos for
asshole
this
question
shit.
that
Yeah.
was.
Is it?
That was a setup
No,
question.
it's
Why do you hate his old videos?
I'm
No, my old
curious
videos
what
are
you
ass. But I think it's important because I think it shows, like, I started making no money and, like, literally making $1 a day, and now we're the biggest YouTuber in the world. So I'm glad the old videos suck because it shows, like, other people that they can do it as well. I think it's the perfect example that you can just, like, kamikaze your way to the top. Just reinvest the money, give up all your social life, and just fucking go hard, and you can do it. You know, you don't really need tons of
How
money.
many videos have you taken down?
Not many, if any.
What? Okay, here's a question off of that. I had another one, but here's a question off of that. What's the like craziest video, coolest video that you did? You thought was gonna be good, and then before you put it up, you're like, "Nah, we can scrap this."
Yeah, let me find. Oh, scrap? I don't know, but I know of like ones that I thought would be a banger that didn't. We did this one video where we like saw 20,000 magnets would catch a cannonball. Where the fuck is it? And it just bombed. No one cared. And I thought that was like a game ender video. Wait, what do you want to say, Drew?
Into the mic.
Yeah, that was the one I was gonna say. Or where the fuck is it?
What was it? 20,000 what?
Magnets, can they catch a cannonball?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
I thought
sick,
like. Oh, we also saw can 20,000 magnets stop a car? Yeah, no one gave a fuck.
Yeah, you had a real thing for magnets.
Yeah. Well, so I did have one video that did really well.
With magnets?
Yeah, so...
Oh, so you were playing off on the magnet?
Yeah, so we basically, I bought every magnet... No, I bought every... You would click this. Every magnet in my state. Wait a minute. Every magnet in my state. And I covered a wall with magnets.
Okay.
And then we grabbed a gun and we shot a metal bullet in front of it and can like 20,000 magnets.
Yeah.
If they're all pulling on it, will it catch the bullet?
Yeah.
That's a banger.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that video went...
Is there a person at the end?
Well,
That'd be cool.
That'd
be great.
No,
I'll
on the
click
video we
that.
just shot it, but
Yeah.
so we did it.
Tarek's at the end with an apple on his head.
That would be fire. And there's your thumbnail.
Wait, why didn't match Carl?
Well, Carl too.
Okay.
Yeah, I put Carl there.
I don't ask why didn't you start with Carl?
No, do we want to make America safe?
Oh my God! See, you say these racial things.
You don't say it's racial. I want it to be safe without Carl. Carl's the one I'm concerned with.
What has Carl done? He's a nice
gonna
guy.
shoot up a school when he gets in the
But so
You actually think I'm 17?
He's not 17.
No.
This guy's slaying
Carl's
dick all over the city,
40
dude.
years old.
No, you and him are the same age.
Who?
Carl.
I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm 38. Yeah.
But I couldn't do it. I said, no, who thought I was 38?
I mean, he's dressed like Mr. Rogers. Like, he's old, man. This is an old guy.
24 hours in the desert. That's what I would click.
Yeah, we did that.
I know, I saw it.
Okay, yeah. That's why we did it.
But legit 24 hours in the desert?
Come on, bro. There are deserts that aren't super hot.
Say again?
There are deserts that aren't super hot.
Aww. Well, that doesn't count.
You were just in a desert that wasn't super hot. What do you mean?
Yeah, I had an RV.
Okay.
Yeah,
I had Persian food. When are you going to come to Burning Man?
I actually, not to change the subject, but I was about to ask, when are you going to just be in one of our videos?
Whenever you want.
Would you actually?
In a heartbeat.
That's
Wait,
sick.
I'd be honored.
Let me see what we got
Absolutely.
coming up.
Yes.
Wait, let me run some of these by... Is there a
Yes.
camera behind us?
I just want to let you know, I do get, I do scare, I do have fears.
Okay.
Height, which is
No,
like
no one cares. We're good. I'm kidding. Now you just got it where it's funny for me to be mean to you, so I have to play into it.
That's the show. We're
All right.
mean to each other for money.
The next one is fully booked. You can't come.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Damn it! It's lasted. Take hand off.
Damn
Private
it.
jet keeps it.
Last to what?
Take hand off. Private jet keeps it.
Take the hand off a
Oh,
private
that's
jet?
sick, dog.
That's a banger.
But he would lose. Like, it's not even like...
Yeah, I would.
You
He
don't
would
want a
give up
private
so
jet.
fast, but
I
it'd
mean,
be
like,
sick.
the thing with the private jet is, it's the cost of, like,
Just
having
fucking sell it.
Yeah, I
Sell
guess. Yeah.
Dumbass.
I'll buy it off.
Alright, let's see. Well, see how I got myself back in the video?
Okay. The one after that, we're testing like crazy experiments. So we're seeing if like a brick wall can stop a train. If like a
Lego wall can stop a Latino. There's a lot.
I'll be there for that one.
if you a tank with like whatever connected to a train, which one pulls each other?
Ooh.
Like that's
What
interesting.
about a tank and, like, a Chinese person?
Stop.
Like-
No. See, he does this.
That's a historic
I'm
event.
glad we got you.
Yeah.
That's a historic event, dude.
No.
This is why your ad revenue's low.
Fuck! We're losing money. We're bleeding money. buddy.
Bro, this podcast could have had great. You have me, the family-friendly guy here. We could have had great RPM. And you just said no to $30,000.
Hey, you know what I do? I reinvest the money. I give the money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All dozens
You
of
get
those
the money
dollars.
back to
Exactly.
the
We don't
advertiser.
need those dollars. We
Yeah.
want content.
But so we're
Okay.
it's stuff like that. So experiment video. I don't know if you want to come. The one after that, we're gonna try to fix 1,000 people's eyesight. So I think it'd be cool.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, because like just a
Can
lot
I
of
do
a lot of people just can't see, and
Yeah.
the only reason that it is because they just don't have money, which kind of blows my mind.
I love that.
Yeah, so
That's beautiful.
That's
And that's
philanthropy.
philanthropy.
yeah, you can come down when if you
All right,
want
so what's the next one?
See, the problem is like if I go any further, sometimes like I'll just say an idea and then like there's 30 YouTubers watching.
They're gonna go do it.
They're like, oh, you're doing that in November? All right, guys, we gotta get up in October. They do. So I can only give you like the.
I'll be honest, I am down, 100% down. I fucking love what you guys do. I think it's absolutely amazing. I would be honored to be in videos, so whatever one. I think it would be funniest if I was really afraid.
Okay.
And there are things that I'm quite afraid.
Well, we are going to Antarctica later this year.
I'll do that.
Okay. Everyone says that. We got like.
I will.
Oh, you will?
I will go to Antarctica.
Okay, and we got Tariq's our first picker. Post is wanting to go. We might get Logan, Casey.
Holy shit.
We gotta see how many seats are on the plane.
Yes.
Tariq, does he get to go over Post Malone?
Yeah.
You don't have a White Iverson. You know what I mean?
Come on.
You don't have one song.
Actually, you know what? I want to like rip Post, but he seems like a really sweet guy.
No, he does.
But
But I don't even know
think
if he's
gonna
confirmed.
last
He
in
just
Antarctica.
Say again?
He seems sweet, but I don't think he's gonna
He's
last
a cowboy.
in Antarctica.
Well, it's not last to leave.
He's
We're
a
just there for
Texan,
50
dog.
hours.
Come on.
Wait, it's.
Let's bring everybody.
I think we got to bring
All right, well
everybody.
then we need a bigger jet.
I think we're gonna need a bigger jet.
Do you mind sitting on Post's lap?
Oh.
Which way? Can I face him?
That'd be kind of cowgirl.
One of the things we're gonna do while we're there is like there's tons of mountains I've never been climbed, so we'll climb a mountain in Antarctica. Be the first people to ever climb it.
We have to be the first person to do a podcast in Antarctica.
I'm down.
That means I got to bring the boys. Thanks, brother.
Although
Bigger
I think Logan
bigger
was
plane.
planning on doing it impulsive there, so.
Yeah, but nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to watch all that. Listen, we'll do it at the same time, and let's just see whoever retains
uploads
more.
over. Just like the YouTubers watching us with all the ideas, they're like, let's go.
Yes, we'll bring Starlink. I'll bring Starlink with us
Yeah.
so that we get it up first.
Yeah, that's smart.
Genius.
I like
Okay.
that.
This guy's got it.
Okay, we got this?
I think so.
Okay,
Like,
we're
we're
going
gonna
to
go through all
Antarctica.
that effort. We gotta really optimize it.
Talk to me.
Like, less going off tangents, a little more structure probably. Just really get that retention.
Some type of like story at the end that people watch the whole way.
You're really taking the essence away from this podcast.
Yeah.
No, what is the essence? To keep it random? I don't want to.
You know how, like, when British people ask questions, they're really just shitting on you?
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I'm not. I'm trying to help.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I care about you.
Are you trying to have a successful show? Like that's...
I'm trying to get your attention up so you get more views so you can shit on Netflix more.
Let's go! No, but we like Netflix. Netflix is good.
Now
we both use them. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
you make more money on your own.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That is.
How much is that?
Thank you so much for watching the Flagrant.
Oh fuck! Now they're leaving in droves.
Wasn't that a good?
Now they're leaving in
Oh
droves.
fuck! I mean, we're still in. We're still
Come back.
No,
Everybody back.
Hey, you lost
That's
2
over
to 3%.
Do we
right
bleep
there.
them?
What? That?
Do we bleep that moment?
You should, or you lose viewers. All right.
Oh, that would keep him interested, actually.
Okay. Title and thumbnail for this episode.
What are some interesting things?
You were talking about
Yeah.
sexual positions. I think you were
Yeah,
talking about that.
then it'll get
That'll get
suppressed.
dinged.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
depressed.
Okay.
There needs to be like, why Mr. Beast stalker or something like that story I was telling about Dubai. or
Mr.
something.
Beast drinks alcohol for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I think that won't get views.
That was good. No, was that a good one?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
He's pretty good in the bad bucket.
In the bad bucket.
Yeah.
The best and the worst.
We're talking about the good ones.
Oh, we don't want to do good bucket?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're talking about the ones that, keep my... I've never done anything bad in my whole life.
Ever once?
Never once.
Dude.
He's the perfect person.
Yes.
Christian.
No, I
Oh, shit.
We got him back. Sorry.
Take that, buddy.
Crusades 2020. Let's go.
Okay. How Mr. Beast is making more African Americans.
Okay. That I don't know. I don't think so.
That might...
What's the
Remember the goal here was to keep the money the same as I came in.
Yes.
So...
Wait, why? What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I just feel like you're gonna just keep taking this and run with it.
Yeah.
We need to tame one.
Tame it.
Like,
Okay.
I mean, here, just come up with... You're the data guy. Come up with something great, and I'll just
Yeah.
tell a story to give you the title.
Yes.
Oh, so start with title, and then
Yeah,
we'll
like
explain
ideally we would have done this before the podcast, so we could have tricked us.
Oh,
Now,
shit, that would have been
you're
genius.
kind
Mr.
of-
Beast slaps Andrew Schultz. That would be pretty good.
Is that a good one?
Can I do it?
Let's go.
Let's go, baby!
Oh. I don't like... Did he grab his nuts?
Yeah, they were hanging down like a bulldog.
Yeah.
So I didn't want you to
I might
slap
have done
my
it,
butt.
but then when he grabbed the nuts, nuts.
Well, you could have slapped my butt and hit my nuts. I'm trying to have a baby with my wife.
Gotcha.
So I gotta be careful.
Here, can we get like a free treat? Can you have like a free roaming camera? We can get like
We got free up there.
Okay, can you just punch it on his face? I don't actually have to slap you. I just need like no, face me.
Okay.
And I'm like,
No, go with it.
Bro, my hand's so cold. Just deal with it. So now act like I'm slapping you and look at that
You have a
camera.
cold hand,
I
dude.
know, so
He's a robot,
I
bro.
So act like I'm slapping you. Look at the camera.
Okay.
The eyesight makes him good.
Dude, your hand is freezing.
I know it is, bro. Feel how cold that hand is.
Oh my goodness.
You don't get
Ex machina.
Nah, I'm good.
Not you.
I'm good. You know my favorite moment of your Rogan was when Rogan was getting all excited, or he's like watching somebody climb a mountain or some shit, and he was like, "Oh, freak, dude, I'm getting scared just watching. Look, I'm nervous. Feel how sweaty my hands are." And then Jimmy just goes, "Nah, I'm good."
Joe was like, "No, please, feel the sweat on my hand." I was like, "I really am good, Joe. I don't need to feel it." I think I was like, I can imagine what it feels like.
Yeah. But you felt it though.
Did I? I don't remember.
No, you didn't.
I really don't.
That was the most alpha shit. That's when I was like, "Yo, this guy's with Rogan. You're on Rogan." You're like, "Yeah, sure." And you were just, he just goes, she literally goes, "I don't need to feel
like,
your
he
hand."
was so insistent on it. He's like, "Feel it." Like, if we were this close, he would have been like, "Feel my hand."
Dude, I want to look in your hands. We should look into that. You think? What is
this
that?
is a problem.
It's freezing.
This is a very serious problem.
Yeah. Is it Crohn's? No, for real. Like,
Bro.
can you beat off? Or is it? Can you jerk off? Or is it too
it's
cold?
very weird, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Here, my right hand isn't freezing, but my left is.
I wonder why. I wonder why one of them is pretty hot.
Bro, I haven't jerked off. I've been sitting here the whole time.
Exactly. That we know, dude.
You would have saw my dick.
Yeah.
I jerked off.
Well, you were looking at the analytics
Yeah.
earlier. I saw that.
The analytics is, I
I'm
think
just
you're
like,
jerking off.
that's why this is here. I'm like, oh my god, that happened.
There's a hole in the keypad when we take it. There's a dent at the bottom of this computer. Look at that, bro. Ding. We got it on there. There we go. Okay.
I have one question about your content. As your audience gets older with you, how do you plan on shifting the content to retain them?
We'll just make it better. I don't know. I feel like we need to do something new. We've kind of been doing like every idea is innovative, but it's like how we go about it's kind of the same format. And so I'm ready to switch it up.
Any ideas? Anything you're thinking on?
No, that's honestly when I got home, that's what I was gonna do. Just lock myself in a room and try to figure it out. It's been a while since we like innovated. But I guess when the audience is older, I don't know.
But I don't know. I kind of see that happen almost naturally. Like you doing the Squid Game thing.
Yeah, it's
That
like I
taps
just
into
make
an older
the
demo.
thing is like I don't really make like content for kids on purpose or whatever. I just do whatever I think is funny. So
Yeah.
like you know, maybe right now my humor might just be childish, but I think as long as I do things I like, because I've spent so much time like refining my taste just to be what I think does well, that's what I'll do. You know what I mean? So I don't really try to target anyone. I just make videos that I think I would like to watch. Yeah. So
Okay, I'm curious. Who's the most famous person you have their contact in your phone?
Oh, it's a sick question.
That's an interesting one. Okay, I would have to scroll through it. I have a weird habit of breaking my phone, so I get a new phone like every year. Just like dropping in water or whenever we're filming it falls out of something.
But just a kid from North Carolina, you know what I mean?
So
The Rock. All of a sudden you get a contact in your phone and you go, wow, I'm doing it.
Michelle Obama.
No Obama's here.
Malia Obama.
Oh, Michelle.
I keep throwing some names. I'd have to scroll through. I don't know.
Sasha Obama.
Tariq, who's the most famous person we met? I'm drawing blank. Or I don't
Have
know.
their number.
Yeah, well, if we met him, we probably
Connected with.
Yeah, right.
Who? No, just say it.
You said
You're hurting
Leo. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, I guess Leo.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Leo DiCaprio. Oh my god. Why? As soon as we bring up a guy.
Hey, in 1 year he's gonna stop hanging out with you.
No, I have a dick. We're good.
Wait, so how did you meet Leo? What happened?
I was
His girlfriends love your videos.
They so much Cocomelon, okay? Relax.
There's just this like
When you go to Leo's house and the girls are all like popping out their retainers, like, oh my god, I love it. With a plate crash.
you said so well.
That's
funny.
How'd that happen?
I met him at an event. There's just like I don't know how much I can say, but there's just like this super exclusive event with just all these really rich and famous people.
Yeah,
and I just did not belong there at the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was just one of them. And,
How'd you get invited to that event?
Island in the Bahamas.
Well, I think it was
party.
it was like I remember I just can't say too much, but I just remember pulling up and there's like dozens of guys with just like assault rifles and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's like that high level of an event. And and he just was like, so I ended up talking up there. So it's like, I don't even know how to put into words. Like everyone there was either like ultra famous or just like a billionaire. They were like it was crazy having all those people in that room. And then at dinner, they just pair you up with random people, so you meet new people, and he was the one at the table, and we just.
And did you give a speech?
Yeah, I was just like, it was because a lot of them run companies and things like that, so it was more just like, hey, invest in YouTube. Your like TV fucking sucks. That's basically what my speech was. And they loved it. And so it's great.
And do they know what you're doing? Like when you meet these motherfuckers and you're like, 200 million people watched this video.
Yeah. Most of them know because of their kids, to be honest. So they're like, my kid.
Kids are the most powerful influencers in Hollywood, by the way.
I believe
that's a good point.
If we call and we need something, and they say no, I just go, just ask your kids. And then 5 minutes later, they're like, holy shit. It's like, but then if they're like, oh, I don't have kids, it's like, fuck.
Every show that I got greenlit when I was at MTV, the woman who greenlit the shows, her kid was a fan.
Yeah, it's great. They're the gateway to whatever you need.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Which I live for the day where it's no longer, oh, my kids love you, I love you. It's just like, every time they say that, fuck, another one. But, wait, what was even the question? Oh, yeah, most of them knew me because they're kids. Yeah.
I'm just wondering if these people, like, these are people that they would cry if their TV show got 2 million views. It would be the greatest day of their life. And you're putting out weekly 100 million, 200 million.
That's bigger than the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so it's like, are they looking at you the way that they should? Or are they purposely trying to ignore what you're doing because
here's where I think it is right now. I think, like, we're still, I think in, like, 5 years there's going to be a lot of YouTubers that leverage this influence and just spin off wildly successful companies and just kind of fuck up the status quo. I think we're still at the antithesis of it. Because, like, if no one's going to buy these videos or pay what they should, we'll just start our own brands. And it's already showing, like,
with what you're doing,
and Feastables and stuff like that. So I think, like, there are people who, like, big YouTubers, and now the new wave are big YouTubers that understand how to, use it to leverage it to sell products. So I think it doesn't matter at this point. Anything that's commoditized or like a water bottle or things like that, eventually influencers are just going to sell it.
I love that as your pitch to a company. You're offering them salvation.
Yeah.
You're not going, don't buy an ad. You're going, I will make you obsolete.
I mean, that's kind of what's
some
happening.
Rockefeller.
That is fine. Yo, like McDonald's, you better buy an ad with me or you won't exist.
Yeah, join Standard Oil or
it's over.
It's just, I don't know, anything that's commoditized and not that hard, just the influencer can do it, but just make it cooler. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like think of Smart Water and this other stuff that popped up.
Yeah.
Like
Liquid Death did a great job. Actually.
Yeah, Liquid Death. But you have hundreds of these people that are just getting bigger and bigger every single month on social media, and eventually it's just going to be more of a predominant thing.
I am telling you, dude, historic human being. And that's why I love that you seem to still have this goodwill running through you of like, I want to donate, etc. Because most of the guys like you are fucking Carnegie, or these people who build these empires and don't give shit. And that's why I look at you and I'm like, yo, this guy should be president.
Well, let's go. I mean this is a huge compliment to you and Rogan. It's rare that people that like have that much power, success, and influence are benevolent.
Thank you. I mean, the thing is, you can make tons of money not doing good, making content, or you can just make tons of money and help people.
Yep.
And so it's like, this one's just a little bit more fun, to be honest. So why not?
Is there a group of people that you're like, I don't want to help them?
You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
Like a color people or like...
If he's trying to bait you, don't answer that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wow, your ad revenue this month.
That's good. That's good right there, okay? That's good.
Wow.
What is something that you want to creatorify that would be like 20 years down the line? Like a university, an iPhone? Like, what is that thing?
Well, right now all I'm thinking about is like selling burgers and chocolate bars. Like, I gotta build inventory and it's kind of a pain in the ass. So next thing I want to do is software related, because it's like, if I build a mobile game, I can get 1 download today, 10 million tomorrow.
Infinite scalability.
Oh, you have to worry about getting funds and fucking...
Exactly, and so that's like, these things are crushing, but it's like, you know, you gotta manage the inventory of the chocolate bars. Now we're doing cookies, and we want to do this thing.
Yep.
It's just like a fucking ton of money and all this effort.
Yep.
Whereas like software is just infinitely scalable, no matter where you are in the world.
Yep.
So the next thing I really wanted to do is get into software.
Yeah.
Does it have to have a goodwill angle? Like, is there a goodwill angle to Beast Burger? Is that what drew you to it? I want to make a burger that's a little less
Eventually,
unhealthy.
honestly, I was really hoping to get it where it's plant-based, but people just don't seem to give a
I
fuck.
will buy the plant-based.
I know, so I'm trying to like, my long-term goal is to switch it where it is all plant-based.
3D printed meat. That's what
Yeah,
you're going to be.
I'm just like trying to find one that like doesn't suck. Like a lot of people still like, I like Impossible meat, but for whatever reason, like some people don't, and some people don't like Beyond, and like they're synthetically grown meat. I'm like, we're like always studying it. I'm waiting for someone to get it where it just tastes the exact fucking same. The second they do,
And they will.
switch it over. Agreed. I think it's only a matter of time. 100%.
Yeah.
Within 10 years. Future is
Yeah.
faster than you think. The book I read once.
Agreed.
Yeah. Another thing I'm curious about, I know you want to be the greatest YouTuber of all time. Who is the other great in a different industry that you look at and you're like, I want to do to YouTube what that guy did to his industry?
Well, I mean, obviously,
Great question.
you have Elon Musk.
That's the one.
Yeah, I mean, he's just the GOAT. You know what I mean?
And why Elon? Why not Bezos? Why not Gates?
Well, Elon is just doing cool shit. I mean, like taking on fossil fuels and meaning stuff. We've heard this a million times. Into electric, while also taking us to a different planet, while also coming up with a company to put a fucking chip in our brain so we can talk without having to speak words.
Yeah.
And it's all badass. And doing it while also becoming the richest man in the world is just fucking crazy. You know what I mean? He won.
Yeah.
There is no better person.
He's
than
Tony
him.
Stark.
Yeah, basically. He's doing all the cool shit, and he won.
You would do that and give it away.
Yeah, of course.
Which is
Yeah,
cool.
'cause what's the point? Like,
Point
I
is to
don't-
be the richest, but you...
yeah, but exactly. But like, what money is just to me like a means to grow your company and help people and things like that. But like, I don't really care to have a mansion or a
Again,
yacht.
I remember you saying that on Rogan. What's the point of making more money just to buy a bigger
Which is
box
why,
to live
like
in?
Jeff, you know, about that $600 million boat. Like, why? You know,
Yeah.
and that's why I wouldn't look up to him as much because who cares?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like houses,
They had
cars.
to take down a bridge for him to get the boat out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They had to deconstruct a bridge that was built in like the year 1600.
Yeah.
What end of the spectrum do you fall at? Like, are you the kind of guy that's gonna own 5
Autistic,
sports
I
cars?
think, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
5
think
sports cars in a mansion, or are you the one that's just gonna live in your studio?
I have a wife, so that changes things.
She can live in the studio with you.
No, she can't. No, she can't. She does not live in studios. But I don't care that much about money. I like
What about materials?
experiences. I like experiences. And then every time I buy some material shit, I get into it, and then once I am able to have it, I go, I didn't really like
Exactly.
this.
Yeah, 100%. Which I think everyone needs to go through that little phase to like.
Communal experiences. That's what I'll spend all my money on.
Yeah.
And we went to Burning Man as a group, and we had this fucking amazing time. I would love for us to go to fucking Antarctica. I want us to go to World Cup.
Well, let's say
I
you
want us to
become
do
a
all these
billionaire.
World Cup of Cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5
I'll
years
have
from now, you're a
tons
billionaire.
of those experiences with
And
all
you're
my
not
friends.
buying like a mansion and 10 supercars.
No, my wife is going to buy a mansion. My wife is going to buy all these
That's
things.
a good scapegoat.
Anything to
Yes, I don't need it. I'll be honest, I really don't need it. But my wife will buy all these things, and I like them. They're cool,
Yeah.
but I don't need it.
Agreed.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's like, but I like that these things might make her happy, so that works
And
too.
you just want her happy. Yeah.
And I love making this woman happy. I know that sounds corny, but I genuinely fucking love making her happy, so that works. But in terms of me, I love great, unique, cool, communal experiences, communal joy. Everything I've done has always been collaborative. Like
Love
this
it.
podcast, we just keep on adding different people and characters, and it's just been awesome. These conversations we have. Even stand-up to me is not, like, you know, I like talking to the crowd. I like them playing a part in it.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't need to be just me. Everybody shut the fuck. I want to know about you. I'm curious about you. So for me, that's what I'll spend my money on, I think. And obviously my children, and giving them, you know, God willing, the greatest opportunity that they have to live whatever life they want.
Why do you have a detachment from money? Like, did you grow up in a way that you weren't as like connected to, where you're like, yo, I need to have this amount to be happy?
Well, I think money and like materialistic objects are different. Like materialistic objects, I just don't. They're just pointless. Like getting nicer cars or things like that. What does it even fucking do?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And why do you think that? Because you got cars and it didn't fulfill you?
Well, I
Asperger's.
think what's more fun than building a business?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
right.
the less liabilities you have, the more risk you can take on. Like it doesn't matter. I can live off a couple $1,000s a month if I need to.
It's
I don't-
rare that people feel that way about like material goods without having them.
Agreed. So
That's rare.
I did buy an i8 for a couple months, and you know.
And then you
just-
realize you're like, oh, this is
Yeah.
annoying to get into. And to like bend down so low.
Well, it's just like it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then I also bought designer clothes at one point, which is funny because right when I was like, this is fucking dumb, and I said this on Rogan, someone broke in and stole all of my clothes. And when I like opened my closet after I got robbed, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I was gonna get rid of them. I was like, I hope he gets a good bang for his buck when he sells those.
Yeah.
And I had some Supreme shirts.
That's some lame Miz shit right there. You're like, yo, the candlesticks, take them.
Yeah. Oh, and he also took my Bitcoin at the time too. But he's a fucking idiot. He didn't. So I had like a laptop like this.
Yeah.
Like right here was just written my private key. I don't know the fucking one. It just said Bitcoin private key.
Come on,
so
Jimmy.
he steals my laptop, and I was like, I thought that's why my house got robbed. Like the second I saw that front door kicked in, I was like, oh, they just stole my Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Because I also just recently tweeted about it, and it's like fuck. And I go in there, I can't find my laptop. I'm like, god damn it, they just stole everything I own. And then I just run over to my desktop, which they didn't steal, but my laptop, and I just like. I had also a screenshot of it. I pull my private key up there, and I'm like crying. I'm like, fuck, it's not going to be there. It literally says Bitcoin private key on my laptop. And I'm like, they just took it. It was like $2 million, which was every dollar to my name at that point. Because I like took like $100,000 one month, put in Bitcoin. Bitcoin like skyrocketed. And I was literally just about to sell it and fund a bunch of videos. And then that shit went down, and I'm like crying as I'm loading it up, and my heart is pounding. I'm like, please, it's there. It's all there, and I moved it real quick, and like that robber's a fucking moron. He's busy stealing my TV, my fucking blanket, instead of the fucking Bitcoin that was sitting right there. Fucking idiot. Fuck you.
That's the guy from the battle pipe.
Hey, thanks for stealing my designer shirts, though. I didn't want those in.
Yeah. Just because he didn't like any of your ideas, guy from Dubai.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, fuck it. I think it's great that you realized that so early. I realized that later, but I also made money later in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that, I don't know.
But everyone's different. I think like they're just people who are very entrepreneurial. If you're entrepreneurial, money is the means to grow your business and just, hire more people and do more fun, exciting things.
Exactly.
And I think I don't think that's for
everyone. Freedom though. I know that's how I always look at money. I'm like, I just want the amount where I don't have to do anything. I can do the things I want to do.
I see it as just being able to hire more people and do more fun shit.
But don't you ever go, I want like security, I want enough where everything can be okay and all your guys can be okay. No?
Well,
you're responsible. I don't know, I feel responsible now.
Yeah, that's why we grow the business so I can keep paying
you. can do it. Yeah.
Once it's fuel to grow business. But I don't think that's how everyone should do it.
Alright guys, we're going to take a break for a second because today's podcast is sponsored by Incogni. Okay, thousands of companies are collecting, aggregating, and trading your personal data without you knowing anything about it. And you have the right to request that data brokers delete what information they have about you and protect your privacy. Here's the bad news though. It would literally take you years to do it manually. Almost impossible to wipe all of your own personal stuff off the internet. But good thing for you, Incogni can take care of the mess for you. Automatically, Incogni helps you protect your privacy and take your personal data off the market by reaching out to the data brokers on your behalf, of course, and requesting your personal data removal and dealing with all their objections. Now, let me tell you what some of these companies have. Your full name, obviously, that's a no-brainer. Your email, okay, obviously they got your email. Here's where it gets sketchy. They got your home address. They got your shopping habits. They might have your social security number. It's ridiculous the amount of personal information of yours that exists on the internet, and it is so easy to get rid of it when you use Incogni, okay? I'm telling you right now, if you subscribe for a free newsletter, shortly after, you're going to get some messages that you have no fucking clue where they came from, and that is exactly what Incogni is going to help you with. It's going to remove your name from those email blast lists, okay? Some of you don't know found out your home address, your phone number, and personal information about your relatives. Incogni is going to make that impossible to happen by just searching you on the internet. Now listen here, the first 100 people to use the code Schultz, S-C-H-U-L-Z, at the website below, should be right here, will get 20% off of Incogni, okay? Protect your privacy today. Go to incogni.com/Schultz, S-C-H-U-L-Z. Use the code Schultz to take your personal data off the market right now. Now let's get back to the show.
Wait, where'd we lose our dude?
Oh yeah, we take them out after a certain time.
Am I just not doing this?
That's to take it out.
Is this like,
No.
is it your
Hey, attention sucks. The black
Is
audience
this
is
your
not
way of
enjoying
telling
this.
me I need to do that?
No. Al, did you have to take a little pee break?
I did.
But
Pee fucks up retention, dude.
Dude, what did we tell you about peeing, dude? They
Come
didn't
on.
see it.
I feel like we need to give our boy over here more screen time.
Yeah, me
Take
too.
it away.
Al, ask a question.
I got you.
What made you do the food pantry?
Ooh, it's a good one. Like, started or?
Yeah, like did you grow up poor? Like why that of all the things you can do?
Well, so I do plan on making. How do I say this without sound weird? I just like. I feel like there's a coin flip chance I make a ton of money throughout my life. So like, I hope to one day be a billionaire. And when I do want to do just whatever, start charities. Ideally, find ways to like start a business that's ran by homeless people. And we hire them and they make products and like it's a kick-ass business. But just figure out all these things. And so that's just kind of my way of just like starting young and just trying to figure it out now. Because there's even that, like I'm learning new stuff every single month about how to run a food pantry. So it's not like when I have all this money, it's like, okay, let's start now. I'll have like decades of experience doing that kind of stuff, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like my mom made 40 grand a year, and there's 3 of us, so whatever that is. But it was interesting because it was just my mom. My dad left, so I don't know.
Have you talked to your dad since?
Anyways, new topic.
Wow. You think that guy who didn't get your Bitcoin was a fucking idiot?
This is the Bitcoin.
Yeah, but no, I mean like that's where when I first started filming videos, it was just like a shitty laptop, like $100 laptop. That's why, like here we can go listen to them. I didn't have enough money for a microphone. I didn't have enough money for anything. So like the first 3 years of me doing it was just like scraping together money so I could buy equipment. So like look at this fucking horseshit quality. Oh my God.
Is this like you're gonna take our ad, bro?
Don't ask. I'm an 11-year-old kid here. It's like a Saw Minecraft trap, but this is like running at 2 frames per second. I didn't have a microphone, and I have a Bandicam watermark because I couldn't afford to buy the recording software. And I basically, I just did this for like 3 years.
Can we listen to the ASMR thing that you were just doing? Did you keep these up intentionally as like
of course.
a testament?
Yeah, so people can watch it. So I did that, and then I saved up for like 6 months. So I bought a microphone, saved up for a year, bought a computer, saved up. So I actually had 100,000 subscribers before I bought a camera. I just didn't have the money. And so people were like roasting me. They're like, this fucking Baldy's dog shit. And I'm like, bro, I don't have the money to buy a camera. So I would record them on my like really old hand-me-down iPhone.
Yeah.
And like, that's what I use. So, which that was hard. I saved up a bunch of money and I got my mom to pay for like the other half. And then that's where things really took off. Because I went from this $30 webcam, which was to like a nice iPhone, like nice at the time.
Yeah.
And then, I shot up to 100K and everyone's like, get a camera. I'm like, I'm trying. Give me a couple more months.
Yeah.
So that was like the beginning of it. And even then, like when I graduated high school, I wasn't making enough money to move out. And that was a huge problem because my mom was like, go to college or move out. And I was like, well, I don't have enough money to move out. What the fuck do you want from me? So she made me go to college, which this I did mention on Rogan. I was faking it, blah, blah, blah. And I'll never forget, like, one day I came home and she's just like, you never do any homework. It's like, yeah, because I'd rather fucking die than do homework. I don't want it. And I just straight up asked her, like, can you just do the homework for me? Like, it's just not fun. This is like straight up torture. And it was like that every night. And that's when I was just going really hard. Yeah. And then I had that month where I made $20,000. And then but the paychecks are delayed 60 days. So like, whatever you earn this month, you don't. So I'm like, I want to move out, but like, I only have like $100, but I have 20 grand coming in. And it was just like super weird. So I moved out and borrowed money so I could move out and then pay. It was like all this just so I could like let my mom down and she thinks I'm going to be a failure.
Yeah. No risk aversion for you.
Oh no, I don't. It's weird. I don't really feel risk.
It's funny that like Alex Honnold was brought up in the Rogan combo. Because I wonder if you guys have a similar approach.
100%. My risk tolerance is like, but it's also like, at that point I had spent 7 years of my life compulsively studying YouTube, studying what does well. So I also think it's, exactly. I think it's a little more confidence and probably what he has. Like, I don't know, it's like, this is my whole life. Yeah. Either it works or I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So,
And then you paid off your mom's house, right?
Oh yeah, and then she's great. My mom has multiple houses. She can have whatever she wants.
Have you guys had multiple moments like that? Like any other moments where you guys kind of look at each other and you're like,
oh God,
mama, like
we're doing it. I would love to tell these stories, like, especially once we started making like good money, like $100 grand a month is coming in.
What is that?
I would be like, okay, good. Next month we're spending $101,000 on videos, and she'd just be like, can you just spend 90,000? And I'd be like, no. I was like, funny as a means to grow the channel and make better videos, and it just like broke her heart because she also like lost everything in like the 2008 recession and that kind of stuff. So she's like super risk averse. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Let's take out a loan. Let's keep going. And so we just did that for like 2 years because she had helped me with my taxes and stuff like that.
Doesn't she work for you now?
Yeah, she does. Well, she does whatever she wants. But at that time, it was like, she just was like, please. Like, she was even like, well, she would be like, because she loves me. She's like, you know, if we got $1 million that comes in, like, hide $100,000 as a rainy day fund in case I just blow up. And then I'd find it, and I'd be like, oh, no, perfect. We got an extra $100,000. We got more videos. I just like, she just hated it because I just went all in all the time, and it's like, oh, we got to take another loan out this month, and she's like, why? And I'm like, but I don't know. It's not like I was trying to stress her out. It's just like, that's just who I am.
That's how you're wired. Maybe that's the confidence of coming from zero.
Exactly. I was
know
like,
you could build
it's
it
either
from
this
nothing.
or it's like the thought of money sitting around when I could hire more people or do better videos or give away more money just literally would drive me crazy.
And no attachment to material things. So like if I lose everything, okay, who cares? I move back in at home.
But she's already lost everything, so she's completely different. But there came a time after 2 years where like she just, I kind of just broke her, and she was like, you know what? I trust him. It seems to be working. And I just told her, I was like, either you believe in me or you don't. Like either you think I'm gonna make this work or you don't. And she's like, I do. And I was like, okay, just let me do my thing. And now we're great.
And after you paid off her house and like the cameras turned off, did you guys have a moment like, holy shit?
Yeah, well that's where eventually I was like, all right, so you don't have to be stressed out. I was like, we'll pay off the house. We'll buy your second house if you want it. Here, you're now no longer debt free. Now she's great because like she doesn't have to worry about this imploding, and you know, it's not like she made tons of money. Like she still had 20 years left on her mortgage and stuff like that. But now that that's not like a problem, it's great. Yeah. Because like at least not only my life's fucked if I fuck up, which is what I wanted as well.
That's that's huge.
You're willing to risk your life.
Yeah,
you don't want to risk
my
mom's life.
Exactly. And so even though I kind of was at the start, but then that's when I took a step back and I was like, you know, there really is a chance this just implodes, so why don't we just take care of you real quick? And then I'll go back to
that's something off your back too. Now you get to create more freely. You're not going into every month like.
Oh, I was anyways. I mean, because I just believed in it. There was no world where we failed. If we're filming 10 times longer, we're spending 30 times longer brainstorming ideas, we're reinvesting every dollar plus extra, because sometimes we're out on loans, and we're just outworking everyone. Why would they not watch the videos? That was just my logic. It was like foolproof. There's no way it's gonna fail, you know.
Now you're a big.
It's not the correct logic, and you shouldn't. But I was naive, and that's what I was convinced.
I think that is the correct logic. If you're working that much harder,
assuming you have the right knowledge of the algorithm, because I've seen motherfuckers work really hard, reinvest everything, and just end up with nothing, you know. So, but I had that confidence because I spent 7 years prior studying and obsessing over it. Some people like to just jump in and, you know, basically skip the knowledge stage and do it. And, you know, I see it happening, and I'm like, you know, I don't think you know as much as you should. Like, you really shouldn't reinvest everything. Like, maybe you dial it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, because you can kind of tell when people get lucky, or, like, when they actually know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah. And sometimes people get lucky, and they think
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like,
that's the worst spot to be in.
I would just maybe reinvest half the money. Like,
it's like every crypto investor.
Yes.
Until the crash.
Exactly, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
But it's not just crypto, it's the stock market too. It's like everybody was making money, it's like, I'm a genius, and then it crashed, and it's like, oh, here's reality.
You're a genius till you're not. Yes. Or actually, I like it, the better phrase is like, you're an idiot until you're a genius. Or like you're a loser or whatever. If you're super obsessive. Like, it's funny how like if you have 100 subscribers and you're super obsessive and you know life is, you're a fucking idiot, you're a loser, get a life. But if you're that same person with 5 more zeros on the end, you're a fucking genius. And it's so funny how it changes. If there's one thing
how do you think it's supposed to work?
I don't know, but I just know it's like, when I was younger, it was just hell. Like, because I didn't relate to anyone. I didn't watch South Park or movies or anything while everyone else did. And like, people at the age of 15 just can't comprehend having drive and wanting to work. So you're just like this little outcast.
And now you're probably surrounded by all these people who are just as driven.
Oh, and those same people now will call me up and be like, holy shit, you're a visionary. It's like, well, back then, why would you know, make my life hell? Because I didn't watch whatever the fuck was on TV. You know what I mean? So, which is, I'm fine. I don't care. But I feel for the younger people that are like that. Like, our system basically beats it out of you almost in a way where, no, conform.
Oh, so there was like bullying for like just you and your obsessiveness from
not
peers.
Bullying, but I just like,
you didn't fit in.
Yeah, 100% did. Like, I would talk about YouTube, and it was just an ongoing thing where they'd just be like, do you know anything besides YouTube? Are you capable of anything besides YouTube? And I'd be like, well, no, but back then I didn't know what to say, and so I just didn't talk. Like there'd be days where I just wouldn't say like a single word in school because like all I knew was YouTube.
Yeah.
And since no one cared, and this was way before YouTube was cool, before you even knew you can make money, like I just like, what do I talk about? What do I say?
Do you think you got lucky in that you were obsessed with a thing that became the form of entertainment in the world, or did you know that it was going to be? Like, were you looking
That
at
was luck, 100%. Because that obsession very well could have been
Vine
or being hosting a TV show or whatever. So yeah, or Vine, exactly. Yeah. So agreed. The best thing that ever happened to me is I fell in love with YouTube at a young age. Because I also think it takes 10 years to like really master something.
Yeah.
10 years and like 10,000 hours is kind of the start. You know, like more like 30, 40, 50,000 hours.
Yeah.
And so I just started mine when I was 11.
So you had that early.
Yeah, most people start theirs when they're like 20, 25, whenever they go to college.
Yeah.
And so, but what's OP about that is the earlier you make money, the more it compounds, the more the knowledge compounds. Because now, when I'm 30, I have like a whole 10 years of obsession on them.
Yeah.
So it's like really hard for people to compete with you.
100%.
If you find it young.
And you're always going to be compared to the people around your age.
Exactly.
So like, how the fuck is this kid 24?
Exactly. They just graduated college.
And no one's gonna catch
I've been grinding since 11, so I'm 13 years in this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, good luck.
Yeah.
So, but that's the thing. Like, that's an anomaly, and you're like ostracized from society, and you're a fucking weirdo loser every step of the way up until you know it works. Yeah. And so I wish we could like. I don't know, have a, I don't know the answer, how you would do it. Because, like, what's the difference between that and just actually being a fucking obsessive loser over something unimportant? I don't know. But I do wish there was a way we fostered it a little bit more and, like, didn't beat the shit out of people who, you know.
Yeah, maybe that happens now. I mean, it's so commonplace that these kids are going to have, every kid has a YouTube page, it feels like.
YouTube aside, I'm just talking about everything in general.
Anybody who's a little bit outside of the box.
Yeah. I think, like, obsession over things, like, we should allow, and we should encourage people to be obsessed.
Yeah.
If you find that thing that you're like...
Yeah, it's like your soul's way of guiding you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and some obsessions are okay, and then some are weird.
Like heroin, you know, maybe not, but like...
Yeah, but like, if someone's obsessed with a guitar at a young age, people will be like, oh, that's cool. But if you're obsessed with YouTube, they're like, oh, you gotta go outside more, you have to play more sports.
But again, I think that's also exposure. Now that we see guys like this, we're like, oh, there's
Now it's normalized.
There's means to that. There's
exactly.
Like,
but you needed one person to break through.
Exactly. You need the person to break through. I mean, like, Tony Hawk said the same thing about skateboarding. I know that sounds crazy.
Really?
Tony Hawk was like, yeah, I was bullied for skateboarding.
Yeah.
Skateboarding wasn't cool. Like, they made fun of us. Like, they were calling them names and shit for being a
They were
skateboarder.
outcasts.
I've never heard that story.
We couldn't believe it. I mean, we're all sitting here like, wow, skateboarding is
The coolest
Wait,
shit.
you got Tony Hawk on here?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Mr. Beast on it. But yeah, so Tony was there, and he's just like, yeah, it wasn't cool at all, but I was so upset. It's really interesting. You see successful people, and it really
I
comes
hear
down
this
to
kind of story from all of them.
every single time,
And,
right?
Yeah, it's crazy. You have to like.
Your
it sounds
obsession,
bad.
your obsession outweighs the insecurity of being an outsider.
Exactly. Well, you just like if you're not doing this, you might as well just be dead.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of life?
And most people, the insecurity of being an outsider will make them push away their obsession.
If you're young and you're not like slightly being made fun of for your obsession, you're not obsessed enough.
Yes.
Like 100%. And that's fucked. It's not how it should be.
Yeah.
But that is just society.
And it's okay to not be that obsessed. Like, not everybody needs to have a singular focus. Like, but if you do have that, and people are making fun of you, and that thing might be able to make money,
Don't be afraid of it.
you will be all right.
But it can, no matter what it is, it can.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what is it? Like, if you make just like $100, when you break it down, you only need to make like $100 a day to live off of it. And which isn't like crazy, depending on the obsession.
Yeah.
It's like, you actually think about something every day for, 10 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard not to be able to find a way to like, for that to be valuable.
Not to mention with the internet, whatever your niche is, there's at least 10,000 other people that are willing to pay for you to be a part of your niche.
Dude, we say this about drug addicts all the time. It's like, if they applied that effort towards anything else in life, like $100 a day is nothing.
But that's
If
the
you're
thing,
like a real drug addict,
natural addiction. Like, that's the thing, you're looking, like, that's what this is.
and every second of your day is, how do I make some money so I can have that thing I love?
Yeah.
And what if every second of your day is, how do I figure out this YouTube thing so I can make some
Exactly.
money?
Yeah.
So with that obsession, are you ever going to not do YouTube?
Well, I think it's pretty crazy how most people, they spend most of their money on like ads or like startups or things like that, getting the company off the ground. I think it's a pretty crazy place we can be in. I mean, let me switch to newer videos. Like, I can launch a company and obviously I love it. This is what I was put on this earth to do. I couldn't stop if I wanted to, but it's also just like probably the most lucrative position I could be in because I can like do anything I want and instantly show 100 million people, which
Right.
There's never been like someone in this position ever before. It's just like Beastburger is crushing it. Like it's going to do over 100 million this year. Feastables is crushing
Isn't
it.
that fucking
Yeah.
crazy?
And like our other stuff as well is crushing it. And that's just like we're just getting started. And so
How many? Sorry, go on. I have a question after that. Go on.
go ahead, hit it.
It's how many of these companies do you think you start and become successful before the big companies start going, fuck, advertise with them,
I
advertise
think
with them?
I think you're gonna see. I know a couple people who are just crushing it with companies, and like next year you'll probably see a couple people who become billionaires off of YouTube, and then I think that's when they'll turn heads.
When did you say next what?
Next year probably towards the end of next year.
Can you say who those people are?
Yeah, I think we can say that.
But I think like other ones, like I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's at least like 3 people that like in the next year will probably be YouTube billionaires, and that's when they'll start to turn the heads. And then when people start making like
I know one.
$10 billion companies or whatever, they'll realize it, like the power of it.
Ryan's Toys.
No, fuck no. But yeah, and it's just so no one's ever had this large of an audience on YouTube and other platforms as well before. And then a lot of the people who are getting it are very entrepreneurial, and so it's gonna be crazy to see what happens in the next 5-10
So
years.
what Andrew said is, these app companies are gonna be like, yeah, we have to advertise with them. Did they miss the boat? And now it's
No,
we
because
can't
not
even
every
advertise with them.
YouTuber is entrepreneurial. My end goal is to get it where obviously we're only ever promoting our products, and like we have mobile games for one video, the next is our snack brand, the next is Beastburger, the next is whatever other thing we do, because it's basically like a Super Bowl ad every video, and so it just gets pretty OP. And then on top of that, like Feastables, we just launched in Walmart, and I haven't even mentioned it yet because it's not in all of them, but it's selling like crazy just because people are like, oh, it's Mr. Beast, I like that guy. Same thing with Beastburger. Before I ever promoted it once, before people even knew it was a thing, we were doing like some days like $40,000 because people were just like, oh shit, it's the guy from YouTube when they open up Uber
Without
Eats.
you even saying.
Before they didn't even know what it was, and they were just ordering it, and I'd see people on Twitter like, bro, someone's stealing your branding, and I'd be like, oh no, just wait a day. Really, because
you needed everything set up before you were gonna.
Yeah, because we needed like to test and train the kitchen. But the point is like they see the Beast logo and they're like, oh, order. Same thing that's happening in Walmart. I haven't promoted it yet, and we're still selling crazy volumes. Like today was pretty wild. Like we're only in a fraction of them. We did over 100K today on Walmart,
Jeez.
and we're like not in all of them on just Feastables. So that's just pure branding alone. So that's the thing. Like you get to promote them here, and you get to drive sales, and then also just because everyone knows who you are, which is kind of my thesis. Like every time I walk in Walmart, I have to take like 30, 40 pictures. So if I had a product there, those same people would probably buy it.
Yeah.
You know, which is working.
And I also think you specifically have goodwill with your audience.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that there are certain people who make content, and I don't think that the people like the creators.
Exactly. They know by buying it, it's not just going to pay a Lamborghini or whatever dumb thing. So yeah, so like they're crushing it. Like we're just getting started.
Why would someone not want to support you? They're giving you money,
I
and you're
agree.
going to give your fucking money away.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll never use it to buy like a supercar or a mansion. It's just to pay my employees and in the end just give it all away.
so if I'm going to buy a Hershey chocolate bar,
Which is horseshit.
horseshit, or a Feastable,
Great.
great, and the Hershey is going to go to what? What is that going to go to?
Rich guy.
Some fucking rich dude.
Yeah, fuck that rich guy.
Fuck him, dude.
5 Feastables every moment. But no, so it's like crazy. So, and if you extrapolate that, assume if we can be relevant like this for the next 5 years, maybe even 10, if I just kill myself, you know, then it's like it just gets crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
As somebody being obsessed with YouTube, it doesn't like bother you that you don't tap into other markets that like just don't know about you.
yeah,
Because like before Mark, and I'll be honest, before Mark brought you up, had no idea who you were.
100%. What kind of entertainment do you consume?
Black
Panther.
Yeah.
You see Black Panther?
He likes that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's like you gotta, and it's like I don't think I know anybody who knows you unless they have kids, and then their kids know you.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm sure as somebody who's obsessive, that must bug you a little bit.
Yeah,
but then
well,
you
it
don't
doesn't
change
bug
your
me.
content.
It actually gets me more excited. So my big thing recently is like, you know, YouTube is the platform that every month that has the most people come watch it more than anywhere else. So I really did want to try to get as big as possible and be #1 on that because it was just kind of a no-brainer. Because no one has ever captured the audience that is YouTube. So that's kind of step one. I agree. We are getting to the point now where it's like not gonna like. There's no world where we're gonna wake up and have 500 million views a video. Like I feel like 100 million views a video is where it's like, yeah, you know, like, which is where I do eventually want to do that stuff. I want to have like, I don't know, people like The Rock or whatever people you might know in videos and also do things that appeal to more people. But it's just like one of those things where if you try to do everything, you just kind of suck at everything. So like, it's like YouTube, Google owns YouTube. Every time you search on Google, a phone will see YouTube, comes pre-installed on Android. It's like YouTube's just fucking cheat codes. And YouTube is the biggest platform ever, and it will be. It's the second biggest search engine behind Google. It's just fucking massive, and it's growing like this year over year. So it's also like, if I'm just number one here, and it just keeps growing year over year, then it's, that in and of itself is just beyond lucrative.
Like, treating yourself as the YouTube show.
And that's always what I wanted to be. Like that. So to answer your question, it doesn't
great.
really make me feel bad. If any, I'm in the best place to be, and I'm very excited because I see YouTube growing. And if I can just maintain what I have, I'm beyond ecstatic. Because I don't need everyone in the world to know me. I just need to be the biggest YouTuber, to be honest.
And you don't have any reservations about Google's plan for YouTube in the next 10 years?
I mean, you just adapt. Whatever they do, you just go with the flow.
Because I trust their ability to make a platform, but I don't necessarily trust their ability to know content.
Yeah, they might change the algorithm, whatever, but you just adjust. That's the thing. I'm not hard set on anything.
And you don't mind adjusting?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Do they call you? Do they ask like advice and shit? Get the
Is that
fuck
crazy
out of
to
here.
you?
Wow.
The arrogance, bro.
Why would they?
Because you mastered it. It's like with fucking Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
It's like
You hacked the FBI. We're hiring
Come
you.
on, we like it.
Well, I mean, everything I believe is out there on the internet, so they probably watch all my podcasts and stuff
But
like
drop
that.
the ego. Have a phone call every once in a while
that's
with
crazy.
you and say,
Come on,
what do
Susan.
people like?
Where are
Why
we?
do they
And
like
you are
it?
their #1 brand ambassador.
Yeah.
Nobody at your level speaks about YouTube as glowingly as you do.
Yeah, I mean, we have a great relationship. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I have problems, it's not like they disrespect me. YouTube's great.
Okay.
But it's just one of those things where I'm just kind of doing my own thing.
And then you're cool.
I love the platform. I think they should change nothing and just keep it how it is.
Actually, I think what's kind of smart about them is that their algorithm gets to be honest because they don't have their own content.
Exactly.
Whereas like a Netflix algorithm is not honest. They're going to promote their own shit.
Super biased. Yeah.
I love the fact that they have almost nothing. I guess they partner on certain things, but
They
very
don't do
rare.
that anymore.
They
Yeah,
stop
they
that.
stop,
shit.
yeah.
So whatever they push out is
And that's the thing. There's no feedback for me to give. I love the algorithm.
Yeah.
It gives you what you want to watch.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
But no, eventually, what would you say your demo is? Like, even stuff like this gets it out to a lot of older people. I assume your audience is like high.
Mark 55, 60.
55, 60.
What, is it like mid-20s, right?
It's like 25, 35.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, that's why I want to start doing stuff like this in the future.
What was
Hey, you're
different-
welcome, dude.
What was different about what was different about the Squid Game video? What did you tap into that?
I think
Outside
it
of
was just well, there's a lot of things. Because A, it was a mega, giga, crazy trend, but that was also the first video we ever used CGI. When I was like, I at most spent like $2 million on a video at that point. That one we spent $4.2 million. So like, it was like a mega fucking ultra trend, supercharged with our biggest budget ever. We scrapped all our videos, went all hands on deck, 30 minutes of just everything. I poured my heart and soul into it, and like that, I think it was just like a right combination of everything. More money, more effort, more time, super trend, stir it all together.
How
And
is
the
that?
only ad you did was for your bar, I'm pretty sure, on that episode, right?
No, but
There's a mobile app.
Okay,
I thought it was
that's right.
great. The way you guys did the
integrated it with
Yeah,
the
you're right,
phone.
my bad.
Which I don't understand why more people don't do that. Make it part of the content so it's not boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was that day? Like, that day the Squid Game video comes out, you push publish.
Oh,
What
it's
is the next,
fucking-
like, 12 hours?
It's crazy, because like that month we gained on just the English channel 9 million. No, actually I think we gained 10 million subscribers that month.
Jesus.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Across all the platforms that month we gained like 25 million.
His fucking warm hand was
warm. Being that squid.
It was wild. Like,
But like, what was that day?
broke the
What was
world
that day?
record for like most views on a single YouTube video in a day.
Did you know within the first hour you were like? This
Oh,
is a
100%.
fucking-
Yeah,
Did you
it
know
was
before
like-
you posted it?
Oh yeah.
Before I had so what I did there, which I don't normally do, is I was hyping it up on TikTok, which actually worked really well. So like I was showing the sets before.
Yeah, that's true. You never did a promo really.
Exactly, because like I don't know, but that one we were just so fucking balls deep, money spent. Like I needed this to do well, or I'm fucked.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This is like betting the farm on the video. So we were like showing the sets, getting people hyped, and like we were getting 30 million views on a TikTok, just like of people just showing them parts of the video, not even showing the contestants, just like, hey, look what we built, and they were like exploding. So like by the time we uploaded, there were like millions of people on the channel just like refreshing, waiting for it to go live, and there were like people begging for us to drop the video. So which that worked really well. It was like that's the thing. Like Squid Game was us doing everything perfect with a Giga trim. It's gonna be damn near impossible to like recreate all that. Like every factor just
The
fell
perfect
into place.
video with the
And
perfect
the turnaround was
frame.
with the perfect hype, with the perfect everything. Like I don't even know. Like in hindsight, I don't know how we did it. 45 days. It was fucking hell.
That's
I had
insane.
150 people working on that video. It was like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Even like so and we were pulling on every connection I had. Like we had different YouTubers. Like we put squibs on them, these devices, so we could kill them by popping this. And like so. Like that connected to like the Wi-Fi center in this giant stadium that we're doing the red light, green light. But the first day we went to film, the Wi-Fi crashed. There's too many there. And then we rebooted. Now certain phones are dying. Fucking hell. So I gave everyone who came out $1,000, all 456,000 of them. I was like, hey, sorry. So that's why I went from 3.5 million to 4.2. Because basically like we had to re-upgrade the system in the stadium to handle 456 individual devices so we could kill them.
$456,000?
Yeah, so I gave them all, come back in the morning.
You could have given them $500. You know that, right?
Yeah. Oh, well. And then, so we did that, and so that drew on more, and this was like all these, it's actually supposed to be a $2 million video that turned into 4.2 million, and that's when I was like, 2 million was already crazy. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck. By the end of it, I'm just like, bro, if this doesn't crush.
How much does Squid Game cost?
What?
The actual show.
I think it was like 9 million, right?
Wow.
If that was 10
Look at the
It
ROI.
was like 8 hours of content. Mine was like a 25-minute video.
Look at the ROI, bro. That is
Yeah.
insane.
So, but
I'm crying.
but it's because like
And most movies are less than that.
but
Bro.
it was a lot, man. Because we were like we're also in bumfuck nowhere, so there's not studio space.
I
That's
love
one-
that you stayed in North Carolina.
Yeah, but one of the negatives of North Carolina is there's not studio space.
Infrastructure.
Yeah,
When
so
you
it's
need
not
it,
like
yeah.
I can just go rent a bunch of like studios.
Talent,
So I'm like, oh, the Red Light Green Light was like in a rodeo station where they like fucking wrangle cows and shit, and we're like clear out the animals.
Wow.
We need a fucking set here, and then we're like, any churches here with open? Because there's a lot of churches in North Carolina, not a lot of warehouses. And so you find like a church here for a set, and then we have our big studio and you do sets here, and like we're like scraping the barrel to find like space to build all this shit.
Whoa.
And then like you have to build the infrastructure for the Wi-Fi. Just even that system, man, was so crazy. We had to build a custom, which I didn't. Obviously, we hired people like William Osmond and other people, but a custom app. So it has all the numbers of the players, so I can tap and kill them when they die. So like their squib explodes.
Yeah.
But we also have to make sure their squib doesn't light on fire. And it's crazy, man. All this in 45 days while building these sets, while also doing CGI for the first time. And I mean, I was terrified.
That's what I was thinking. I was watching. I was like, "There's no way that one of these didn't fucking light on fire or something happened." Because you actually have like a mini. I don't want to call it explosion, but
there was. Yeah, with smoke, and that's how we got the real effect.
Yeah,
it was I think it was red at first, and I was like, fuck. It like clicked like before we were about to film. I was like, we can't have blood. We're fucked.
Oh, wow.
Which is why we switched the color.
Yeah.
And it was so much. So between that, which we've never done before, and our custom app, and the Wi-Fi system, and these crazy sets, like walls, like taller than I've ever seen before, plus like, the top of it's a stadium. And when we're filming, they're like, we're just gonna turn it into blue sky, like Squid Game. We're just gonna CG it. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
We're just gonna CG this roof
That
up.
was your CGI? Was the roof?
Yeah, all everything, man. It was fucking, and I'd never done this any before, so I was just losing my goddamn mind left and right, because where the fuck is
right
there? Oh, yeah, there we go.
I like you did 456 too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I couldn't afford to do one. Oh my god. The fuck is this zooming? This is bad for retention. So, yeah, that sky up there is not real.
Oh,
Starting at the end of the blue is all CGI?
Yeah, all CGI.
Right.
We're in a studio. What we did was we took the lights, so we had to install a grid system, and we angled the lights in a way where it was looking like it came from the sun. So all the lights came from a certain direction to mimic the sun.
Wow.
Yeah, and then obviously those explosions are real.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Carl.
They're all so quiet. It made me feel so weird standing in front of all these people when they didn't talk.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know. They were all just staring at me. It made me feel uncomfortable.
Do you know if any of the people that came hadn't seen Squid Game yet?
Oh, quite
sure.
a few. Yeah. I think coming up, I asked one of them, and they say that. Where is she? Oh yeah, that girl. She
Never saw it.
Yeah, she's playing the main character, and she had never seen it.
Hilarious. Oh, that's crazy. And what is this day like? You wake up. This is your Super Bowl. You spent $5 million on it.
Everything.
What is the pregame ritual that you have?
Well, so we do this, but this is the second time we did it because the first time we had to, fix the routers and everything.
So like you sleep like, okay, I need 8 hours.
Oh no, we were dying. We were all dying.
Wow.
That was a lot. That was the hardest thing our team's ever done. I mean, I was just like, look at all those people in those red suits piled around the side.
Yeah.
I mean, like everything, man. Like 150 people were working on this video. Those are the most hectic 45 days of my entire existence.
Each one of the red suits is
Just
home team or somebody you're hiring?
Probably
Like a day hire.
This was the second day. So the second day, I think we literally just pulled in people, like anyone that knew anyone. I just needed people because we ran out of people to pull from.
Wow.
Yeah. And what is your mood like on a day like this? Would you consider
Oh,
yourself?
I'm so stressed.
Are you easy to work with on a day like this?
I'm not talking to many people. Like, I'm obsessing over, like, how do we get the retention good? What, like, what do I say?
You have one shot for a lot of it.
Exactly. This I can't redo. If I don't, like, this is a real countdown going. And if I don't like it, there's nothing I can do about it after I film. That's the big thing with a lot of our videos is because they're not scripted. Like, if there's, like, a moment where it's like, hit this shot, you make $1 million. If you don't get the shot, I have to pay the guy whether or not he makes it. Or I have to pay the guy if he makes it. So, like, we don't film it properly. There's no, like, oh, the cameras weren't right.
So you're pretty intense. Are you ever yelling at people? Like, after the video, do you have to be like, hey, I'm sorry about that?
Oh, man, no. Obviously not. I mean, it'd be dumb if I yelled at people.
So you're just calm, though.
You should try yelling, bro. That shit works, bro. That's how I do it.
I mean, yeah. It's pretty effective.
Wait,
It
what
feels
is-
good, if nothing else.
Oh, yes.
What's some of the other CG?
He's just doing this so he can flag the interview if he doesn't like it.
No, but I like going through this while he's here. It's
Oh,
Yeah.
insane.
Wait, where the fuck is this mouse? Bro, you guys gotta get a better setup. This is not-
Come on, dude.
What is this fight? Oh, I know. Yeah.
Where the fuck is a wide shot? So, like, none of this, that's all blue screen. All this background is, like, CG.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, this is black
Okay.
here. But what, like,
All that is blue screen.
actually it's black screen. The earlier one is blue. So this was just, basically what we did was it got this black back, just super black that doesn't reflect light. And then that's our studio. So it's like a wall covered in all black. It's a super big studio. And then the floor's covered in all black. And then they just lowered the floor and then added poles. So it's like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just praying it looked good. This was all blue screen. None of that's real. So I'm also like, bro, this is gonna be horse shit. So we're standing in front of just these blue screens, and they took this and like CG'd it down here. So what the fuck? Oh yeah. See down there, right below the foam pit?
Yep.
That thing's there. So it's like, bro, I didn't even know what these guys were talking about. So crispy are the goats, the people who worked on it. So we're in a different room, blue screen in front of these things where we pick the balls, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna put it below the foam pit that's in that fucking warehouse covered in this, and then we're gonna put these spikes here, and I was like, there's just no
So
shot.
this is two shots
Come
on
on.
top of each other.
It's crazy, and I'm losing my mind. I'm looking at him, I'm like, Micah, you're fucking crazy. If you think this is gonna look good, you're just gonna magically stack these shots, and one of these shots is just straight up a fucking blue screen.
This is one of the most impressive parts of
That's
the video.
amazing.
Oh yeah,
Is
it's
the
great.
altitude. And I was like, how tall is the fucking...
I was just wondering this.
Here, can you put your hand on that TV? Go up to on the left thing. Go up higher. So right there. Everything below that is not real. So we built that and everything above it. But now move it to the right. Move it to the right. Right there. That is real.
Yep.
That's the people outside the studio standing in front of blue screens, and they CG'd in. So this is the last one, but in the earlier ones, there's tons of people there. So they're like, they're fucking. I don't know.
How was that feeling, giving up all that control?
Oh,
to
I was
these...
terrified. I was fucking terrified. I was like, I was certain this was just gonna turn out horse shit. You'd see like shitty green screen, whatever.
Yeah.
They pulled through. I felt a little bit better after we finished. There was like a team of like 30 people or something crazy just in there. We took one of our rooms and converted it to just a giant editing room. Yeah. And once they were just like going ham, I was like, okay, now I feel a little
They
better.
were supremely confident when they were speaking to you about it?
Yeah, they were, which is why it's great working with professionals because I don't know shit.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, this will be great. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, it better be. It better be. Yeah.
I was like, this just doesn't feel good. Like, how? I'd look over and be like, this is 10 feet in there. He'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, but in the video it's 500 feet. He's like, yeah. I was like, how? How the fuck do you mean? And he'd be like, that wide shot over there. Like, what?
All right, more stuff from this video.
Yeah, sorry. We're hurting.
How many views is
No,
that
no,
now?
Probably just shy of, well, English or everything?
English and then everything.
280 English, probably 400 everything.
280 is almost the population of America.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
This scene wasn't that crazy. We gave them the bag of marbles. They do it. I don't know. A lot of them were very dramatic, which is cool. It's good content. Some of them, it just didn't even feel real because some of them would play it up. I feel like you don't have to.
Yeah.
Then the ad. I don't know. Was there anything else?
Ad
Cool?
was fucking great.
Yeah, the ad is.
Oh, the fucking glass bridge. Yes.
This was.
Look at that.
This also doubled.
No, so everything below the foam pit was basically sitting on the ground, and it. Oh wait, no. So the what is it? The tug of war one.
Yep.
Was just sitting on top of that, and then when we went and filmed in the other studio for the marbles, here they were pulling the road off of it, and underneath it was this. So we built tug of war on top of that.
On top of it, yeah.
So that's why it looks similar.
Yeah.
But then we just put that foam pit down.
But below the foam pit is
not real.
Is not real.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But so you do fall in a real foam pit, and then everything below we just did to make it look more dramatic. And then like these shots are fucking crazy. Like I don't know how they fucking did it. Look at that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's why I do well, because like I don't even know how we did this. It's fucking wild. And it was genuinely terrifying when those things fell through.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy how this played out like it did in the show.
Yeah.
Like
they
the
just
actual
sat at the end.
psychology of it was the same.
On point.
You know, you could jump, skip me. I took the risk on this one. You do it on the next one.
And I tried not to influence it too much. So like,
Yeah. How much do you coach the actual contestants?
I mean, I was telling them, but they had the full authority to do whatever they want. So I'd be like, hey, you should really go. Time's running out. And they did okay.
Have you ever had that where contestant just botched the video?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
It's annoying. Like sometimes you'll give someone $100,000 and they'll just be like, thanks. And I'll be like, anything else you want to say? And I know, like, if they don't say something...
Please have a dying mom. Please have a dying mom.
It's like, it's more like, anytime I upload a video where someone's like, doesn't freak out, people in the comments are like, oh, it's fake. And there's just all these conspiracy theories, and everyone's like, certain. Like, if I won $100,000, I wouldn't react. The only explanation for why they wouldn't freak out is Mr. Beast fakes it. Not that this is an introvert or anything.
That's why part of the Buried Alive video I didn't believe, because you didn't seem scared.
Oh, really?
And it
you
seems
said
like
you
the
were
most
trying to
terrifying
hide
thing.
that.
He's Alex Honnold, bro.
Yeah, but I'm like, anybody in that position would be, like,
Agreed.
Yeah.
Why didn't you keep the footage of you getting stuck, man? You didn't think it worked in the video?
No, I just, like, I don't want to scare people. Because, like, my biggest thing is I knew factually I was safe, and I didn't want to, my biggest thing is I don't want to deceive. And so I didn't want people to think I wasn't in a safe position, because I knew, like, I'd freak out, but then I'd calm myself down by being like, this is safe. We tested it. We spent $500,000 making this fucking coffin.
Yep.
I know I'm fine. But then if I didn't portray that, and people thought I could die, then I'm a reckless YouTuber. Oh, he put his fucking life on the line. Yeah, but this part at the end was crazy. I don't know what the fuck was going on here. Like, right here, I'm, like, losing my mind. I'm like, guys, like, because I'm thinking, and I kept saying to Tariq, like, if everyone gets out here, like, there is just no winner.
Yeah.
So then I was turning around, but I was like, Tariq, but if there's no winner, they're going to think I rigged this to save money. This is going to be blue ball. There has to be a winner, but I can't rig it. I was like, what the fuck did I do? And there's 10 seconds and none of them are jumping. Yeah, and then it came down to here. And yeah, a bunch of them got out. And I was freaking out here too. I was like, God damn it! Like now this is like bad for the story. Like because none of them, whatever. But it ended up working out. No one cared. We just all the people who were still on there at 0 seconds got out.
You got
Yeah.
Wow. And then the very end, instead of a knife fight, you do musical chairs.
Musical chairs. Yeah.
What other options did you have where you were like, okay, we can't do the knife fight. What else can we do?
Yeah, I like simplicity. So everyone knows how to play musical chairs. I could have made it more advanced, but you know, we knew this would get a couple 100 million views, and so the more complicated it is, the less.
You have to explain the game.
Exactly. I hate explaining. Ideally, things are just like
implicit.
You keep the rhythm going.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
I would say one criticism about Squid Game is the last game. I still don't know what the
I don't
fuck it was.
understand it. But obviously they made it for Koreans who do understand.
Of course. But it'd be nice since we're watching
Yeah.
it.
You know, how about you just fucking predict your show's gonna blow up
In
worldwide?
America.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Just fucking
What the fuck?
see the future with your unlimited money. God damn it.
I'm in. Wow.
You had the right title. You had a good
You had it all.
thumbnail.
Oh man.
But anyways, that did crazy, and
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I got to save you some money. It's going to cost you absolutely nothing. Think about that. I'm going to save you money. It's going to cost you absolutely nothing. You're just going to get honey, okay? You're going to get honey. Honey. Not the thing that fucking bears want, not the thing bees want, the thing that saves you money every time you check out when you're buying something on the internet. If there is a coupon for it, they got your back. You ever buying something on the internet and all of a sudden you see that little field, it's like insert coupon here, you never have it, I never have it, nobody ever fucking has it. Honey has it. It's got your back. This is how simple it is. It's a browser extension. You don't even have to buy it, okay? You can get it at joinhoney.com/flagrant, okay? You get it at joinhoney.com/flagrant, okay? And what happens is when you're buying something, when you check out, the Honey button appears, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons, and you wait a few seconds, Honey searches for coupons, and if it can find some for that site, they literally apply them, and you watch the price drops. You save money, it doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is go to joinhoney.com/flagrant, okay? You join it for free. Free. And it saves you money whenever you buy something on the internet, which is the only place we buy things anymore anyway. You are so welcome that we're giving you this opportunity. Joinhoney.com/flagrant. Show support for this show and save yourself some fucking money. And let's get back to the show. All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because some of y'all are sleeping too much, okay? You could be playing video games 24 hours a day, but for some reason you're trying to sleep. Why? You don't have the energy? Why? Because you're not on the sups, okay? Gamer Sups has got your back, okay? Best energy drink on the market right now is the Sups. That waifu, absolutely amazing. Reselling on eBay, $200-300. But this powder right here, not only does it save you money, okay? It also saves your health. All those other energy drinks are absolutely horrible for you. This one right here, 0 calories. It's got nootropics. It's got 0 sugar. It's got organic caffeine. It's got no fillers. And it's got 6 of the body's most crucial vitamins and minerals. And, of course, it got electrolytes because your ass needs that to stay up gaming. Okay? Gamer Sups has got your back. And right now, even with all that I said, I can't believe I'm still going to offer a discount for you guys. I really can't believe that. But if you go to GamerSups, GAMERSUPPS.GG, and use the code FLAGRANT at checkout, you're going to get 10% off your order. That's GAMERSUPPS.GG. I cannot believe I just made that offer. You better go get it if you need energy, or if you don't, before I relinquish that. Relinquish it? Take it back? You know what, if I had some gamer stuff, I'd probably get that fucking word right. But I'm a little tired. Maybe that's the sign that I need to get my sup on. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my subs. You go back to the show. Peace.
So it's crazy just to see it, because the other channels as well, this video like in Spanish, I think, popped off. And that's what's funny is I visited, I sometimes, because of our videos, we end up going to places that don't speak English. And it's like so interesting because before, no one would see me. And now it's like just like gringo, and they just run up to me, and like, and there's like hordes of them.
Is it interesting what videos work well in specific cultures?
Oh yeah, it's
like, oh, this video about like pizza was really good in Italy or something like that.
Yeah, for the most part though, it's always the same. Like even here in Spanish, it's me burying myself alive. This 100-person video, Squid Game, this. It's like
so it's just tapping into basic human emotion.
Yeah,
all
basically.
humans react the
it's
same
the thing.
Yeah,
a video's not going to get 100+ million views in English if it doesn't appeal to just a broad audience.
Yeah.
So you translate it, it's going to do the same thing in other cultures.
Yeah.
Like, because not most of our jokes aren't American specific. They're
right.
like anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So that's what's great, because then it gets 74 million views here. It gets.
Are you flipping the thumbs for the different places at all, or no?
Yeah. So like, see how that says 100 personas.
But outside of just the words on there?
No, the thumbnails are already great, so we don't really need to change them.
Yeah, they're working regardless.
Yeah.
And I'm so curious, are there places that you go where you don't get recognized? Like different countries and things like that, where you're kind of like
If we're not dubbed in them, then it's great. But that's where I am fucking myself in the future.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be no escape.
No
anonymity.
Yeah.
When we pull
You're
going to need that island, bro.
Well, no, it's funny too, is like, so we also do the same thing on our gaming channel and our React channel. So it's just like, it's doing better than I even thought, because this is our third channel dubbed in a different language, and even this, like, look at the views it's getting per video.
Yeah.
It's something you did that I thought was so clever, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like I read this somewhere, but you, for your reaction channel, hired someone that was high up with the Fine Bros, right?
What, to have people react to it?
That was running the reaction channel. You hired people that were working within other reaction channels?
For our English one or these?
For the English one.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. You mean tons of people have done it.
Wait, what is that? What is that?
So, like, you hired
It's
someone
not as revolutionary as you think. When we started a reaction channel, we just hired lots of people who worked on other reaction channels.
And they were already experts at it.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's just so clever to me. Like, you would do that within...
Instead of working out yourself for 2 years.